do you got, Jorge?
We are not responsible for any missed feature or any miss. Just a disclaimer out there. I'm doing good. Thanks.
All right.
This is like old times right
Yeah,
now.
Jorge's
I'm
here.
liking
Lindsay's here. It's like
I missed you, Jorge.
revisiting
Yeah,
2021.
No, it was before that.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was the COVID year.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
20,
you're right.
2019 to 20.
Jorge
Yeah.
was here for a
20,
while,
yeah.
though. Jorge
Yeah.
was here for. You were here longer than
Yeah,
that.
3 years, I think.
Yeah.
3 years.
So, Jorge, Brian is, how's come you're switching with Brian?
I had a school thing. My daughter she received a couple of awards today.
Oh, nice.
So they asked us to come in,
Go
families
Maite.
and stuff. So it was a handful of students that got awards. So
that's
we were
cool.
one of those
That's the
families.
thing when you
Nice.
have kids, like
Yeah.
they just schedule stuff right in the middle of the workday, and they're
Yeah.
like, "You're gonna be here," like you're like Danny has like all these, like yesterday he had something at 9:00 in the morning, and it was like a fun run.
Yeah.
It's like you just have to drop everything and be there.
Yep,
It's ridiculous.
So Brian and I switched. So thank you, Brian.
Yeah. All right, good.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you back. And Lynn's is producing day. I believe we are at 100% full strength on Monday. I think. Well, not quite. We don't have Laura yet, but we've got Bergman and we've got Ireland
Okay.
all next week.
I mean, I would argue that we're at like 200% today.
Look, I'm not going to slough
Just
off
saying,
today.
just saying.
I like where we're at right now as a
Yeah.
team. All right. So yesterday it was so dark around here. You know.
Oh, God, I just lost everything. I'm ruined. I need this. Quick.
Here's what we're going to do. See? We're going to walk into this gin joint. And we're going
We're
to
gonna
look
go down to
at,
Atlanta.
look at this dame who's got great stems.
Great stems. She's a real rabble rouser.
This new deal sure is ducky.
This new deal
Where
is
did you
show
get
is
that?
ducky.
We used to do it all the time.
We did.
Wow.
We went through a big.
Wow.
We went through
30s talk.
1920s phase for a
We
long
got
time.
sophisticated at the gin joint and wisely invested all of our money in the stock market.
It was COVID. We had nothing else to talk about, okay?
By the way, it was the 20s, and he invested all of his money in the stock market, and I believe 1929 did not go well for him.
Yeah.
So, Momo, what's happening?
How are you, bud?
Everything's good.
Yeah.
I am. I was a little bit sketchy on this week because there have been so many moving pieces,
Yeah,
but
I know.
everybody's been great.
Yeah, we brought you.
Lindsay's
Bring
been
it.
great. You've been great.
thanks,
Andy's
man.
been great. Brian, Hora. I mean, we've got everybody
You
here.
know what? I'm actually really good today.
Really?
Good. I had a full night's sleep.
Nice.
Full night's sleep. And I finished my big long story. How many of those 5,000 words did you read? How many?
I read in the first paragraph. I liked it because it
Okay.
was who, what, when, where, why.
There you go. Okay.
So I got what I needed.
Okay.
And then I skipped down and I read a paragraph later and
Yeah.
a paragraph later. So
Okay.
I feel like I
Got the gist.
I feel like I get
Yeah.
what's going on with Lonzo.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it's like when you birth one of those big long stories,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's over, and then you're like, oh,
Right.
I can breathe.
Yeah.
I went last night to a mom's night. It was like a PTA mom's night. These are things I never thought I would do in my life,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and yet I do them.
Yeah.
And I had a hot toddy. Have you ever had a hot toddy?
Hot toddy. No, I've heard it.
I just wanted to order it because it was a hot toddy.
What is a hot toddy?
It is bourbon, some tea,
Yep.
and lemon and honey. Doesn't that sound delicious?
It does sound delicious.
It's kind of like spiked tea.
Yeah.
It was great.
You know, you're talking about drinks. So
Yeah.
when I go out for a drink, you know what? First thing I do is, I look at the specialty
Yeah,
cocktails.
yeah.
Because there is some mixologist person who has decided, this is a good combination.
They
this
probably
is
have a
good mix.
degree from some bartender
Correct,
university. Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
So I go to one called, there's a place across the street for us called Little Fatties, and it's a Taiwanese place.
Okay.
And I ordered a drink, a grasshopper drink.
Oh, I've had that.
And it had like cream de menthe and
Cream de cacao.
bourbon or something like that.
I
It
know
had
what
a
it
bunch
is,
of stuff in it.
Yeah.
So it shows up, and it's got one of those cool single ice cube things.
Yeah, that's a good drink, by the way. It has half and half in it, too. That's why it's also really
On
good.
top of the ice cube, a live grasshopper. No, I'm sorry, not live. A dead
I was
grasshopper.
going to say, wouldn't he
No,
hop
a live,
out?
a live grasshopper.
plastic
would've-
one or a
no,
real
no,
one?
a real grasshopper.
And you're supposed to
I
eat it?
was like, I'll take a pass on that. I didn't realize there was going to be a bug in my drink.
That's like a delicacy. You know that they have
Oh
like
my
chocolate-covered grasshoppers,
Yeah.
and there's one, I think it's like one of the Texas baseball teams. They sell like fried grasshoppers,
Seattle,
and they
for
like
sure.
I did that when I
Yeah.
was in Beijing.
They, like, sell
I
out.
went to the night market and I tried some bugs.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure.
really know what
Never.
kind of bugs they were. They were just fried.
I think I've had chocolate-covered ants. They're fine.
Yeah, it's
Ew.
A little
bugs.
crunch to them. Yeah, no, they're delicious.
And they're fried. They're cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't want any
Hakuna
anything.
Matata.
If anything's squishy, I don't want it.
Yeah. So, Yeah, I get that. I totally get that.
It's like in The Lion King when Pumbaa is eating the bugs, and they're like those delicate chocolates you get out of the box on Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
no, I'm not
Slimy,
looking
yet
for a truffle
satisfying.
bug. No.
Gross.
No.
So
This is going to be one of those Fridays.
it is going to be one of those Fridays.
Yeah.
It's anything goes. I have got a long list of stories from this week that I have not done, and then Lindsay has added to the long list of stories. So we have so much material. But I wanted to start with our favorite team, the one that lost by 41 points the other night.
Woo! See some of those highlights on going around? The clips of them have nobody
No
moving.
defense whatsoever.
No defense.
There's a shot where Duncan Robinson is at the basket,
Yeah.
and there are 4 Lakers like along the key, almost like they're expecting a free throw.
Right.
They're just all standing along the key.
Yeah.
It's just, and nobody goes for the ball. Now, LeBron, who we talked about earlier this week, he had a performance the other night.
Yep.
I mean, in
29 points.
Right. I mean, if a tree falls in the forest, does
Yeah.
anybody hear it?
I heard it.
He scored 29 points. But I think it's fair to say that as LeBron's usage rate has gone up this year, the team's performance has been less. The more he plays, the less good it is for the Lakers.
Okay, that sounds some super sophisticated analysis.
Less
there.
good?
Yeah.
Well,
let me
the
give
other
you some
part of
other
it,
stuff.
the other part of it was good.
Okay, so I was prepping for the show my way, which is calling my colleagues, right?
Right.
And just picking people's brains and what do you hear, what do you know, what do you think? And Brian Windhorst and I talked about this morning, and one of the points he made, which I'm going to credit him for because I don't need to plagiarize it, but I thought was a good point,
Right.
is that the Lakers have been top 5 in pace the last few years, right?
Okay,
They play
right,
fast.
right.
When they're playing through LeBron, they play fast. This year, they're one of the slowest teams. Why do we think that is? Playing through Anthony Davis. If you're going to play through Anthony Davis, it's a different game than if you have LeBron out on the break running and everybody else running.
See, I'm done saying Anthony Davis demand the ball because it's clear to me that's not something he's going to do consistently. It's just not in his, I don't know if it's not in his nature, if it's not in his personality. I
Little
don't
bit of
know
both.
what that is,
I
right?
think it's like, well, look, let's think of big. It's always hard for big guys because somebody has to throw them the ball. They're not dribbling it up the court. But there's some big guys who know how to go get the ball or know how to demand it.
Right.
The best example I can think of is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
There was no way that you were not going to give Shaq the ball.
Yes, correct.
If you didn't give him the ball, he was going to yell about it. He was going to scream about it. You will, in the media with his face on it, name on it, all of the above. There was no way you were disrespecting him. And I think a lot about that in terms of how do you handle conflict? How do you handle situations in your own life? Like when you're doing a story with somebody and it comes time to sit, like I just co-wrote a story with somebody. And when I co-write, at some point, like there's an understanding that I'm going to do the heavy lift on the writing.
Okay.
And whoever the co-writer is, I'm either going to interview them and I'm going to take notes on everything they have reported, or they're going to send me notes or writing
sure.
or whatever, and I'll do whatever I want. But I usually I'm taking the lead, and I've never had anyone challenge me for that. I've never had anyone say, let me take a crack at it. Right? The only person who's ever tried to write with me is Brian Windhorst, and I actually allow him to do it because he's a really good writer. And I'll write a draft. I'll do the first draft, and then Windhorst will do his own thing with it.
Right.
And
Well, when that happens, who's LeBron and who's AD?
I'm still LeBron.
You're still, yeah. Momo has compared herself to LeBron in this conversation.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Everything's about me.
Yeah. Maybe that is how it goes with you.
So I think that I understand this. If it's your personality, people recognize who is the senior person, who is the better writer, who's the whatever. This is what I do. That's my thing, is the long stories.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, very long.
But like, there's also this sense of like, if you really have a lot to say, if you really have a lot to do, like I will listen to you. I will respect you. Like the guy I wrote this last story with, he had a lot of really good reporting, and the last time we wrote together, he brought it. And
Right.
so I listened to. He sent me a lot of stuff. I would say I used 80% of it, and
Okay.
I used a lot of it in his voice.
Right.
And there came a point where I said, "Hey, why don't you take a crack at this?" Because I respected him, but that was me saying, "You go ahead." Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And I think with LeBron and AD, LeBron's always going to default to it's my team. I got to make us win.
Yes.
I got to have the ball. I got to do it. And he's going to keep doing that until somebody impresses him enough to say, all right, you do it, or demands it and says, give me the damn ball. Do you know who's ever done that to him in his career? Do you know? Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Those are the only two guys I can say that, having covered his whole career, who have actually said, give me the damn ball, and LeBron said, okay.
Right.
Those are the two.
Yeah, but, okay, so let's hold this conversation because I want to get to that. I also want to get to the success of the guy who bites kneecaps from last night.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm not sure.
You don't?
We're going to kick you in the teeth, and we're going to bite a kneecap off.
There he is.
Oh.
There he is. We will do that coming up next. In the meantime, I am telling you, you have never, ever, ever experienced anything like Cosm. So I've been there, I don't know, 5-6 times now. I am just blown away by Momo. You got to.
I know. I really want to go.
You got to get out there.
I saw the thing you posted on Instagram, and it was awesome.
You know, the Instagram videos don't even seem real.
No.
Because they're so, I mean, you're courtside at the game.
I also want to go to the art shows that they do.
They do,
so
they have a great
cool.
Cirque du Soleil of the show O, the one where they dive into the pool. I saw that one, and you might as well be at the edge of the pool for that.
Oh, my gosh.
You are just like right there. So if you want to experience immersed shared reality, you want Cosm. And right now, you can check it out for yourself. This holiday season, you can experience an exclusive discount ESPN LA and get 20% off any NBA event in December. So again, if you want to experience Cosm, maybe it's a gift for the holidays. 20% off for any NBA event when you use code ESPNLA. You got to see it. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. That's COSM, Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
What kind of high school student were you?
I majored in eligibility.
DeMarco.
And we're all in the same place.
Yeah. Look, moms and dads, if you have your children in your car, turn off the radio for 10 seconds. It don't matter, man. It doesn't matter at all.
It's Trav and D-Far.
Back Monday morning after Greeny on LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2024.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Gear up and get out to Kelsey's at Pachanga, the top spot in the Temecula Valley to watch all the Monday Night Football action. Dozens of TVs means all your favorite games, plus a M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pachanga.com and follow at Pachanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pachanga.
Hey guys, John Ireland here. To build a winning team, you have to have the right people doing what they do best. If you're in a position to hire for your business, listen closely, because we have the ultimate teammate, ZipRecruiter. And you can try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Hiring the right candidate is hard. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people. So it makes finding and hiring your next superstar much easier. This is why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So be like the 3.8 million businesses who have come to ZipRecruiter and sped up their hiring process. Try ZipRecruiter today for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. One more time, ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL. realfathersrights.com/710 or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Fathers' Rights attorneys.
5-hour energy. When I pull up to the parking lot, it's time to level up. Dial in, showing out for your team. Listen up.
This is something that Brian
fan to give you what you need. Fan fuel, game
Is this a
time.
commercial?
Turn up the
Oh, sorry,
intensity. Team colors bleeding out. 5-hour energy. For a limited time, get the fan fuel flavor at 5hourenergy.com.
Hey folks, when it comes to Christmas trees, don't get played by foreign plastic. Just like you wouldn't replace a prize QB with a mannequin. Don't replace American farm fresh trees with fake foreign plastic. These farm families are the MVPs of Christmas, growing champions right here on American soil. They're not sitting on the bench. They're out there every day growing real Christmas traditions. Make the winning choice, farm fresh Christmas trees, not foreign plastic that pollutes. Visit GetRealKeepItReal.com to find your local farm MVP.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
It's Christmas time, right? We're putting up our tree this weekend.
I'm putting it up tonight.
Are you? Yeah, we're doing it tomorrow. We always
I
have
got mine up.
We always have a special nog that we drink.
What's in the nog?
The nog is basically brandy and ice cream.
Oh.
And you just scoop that into
Yum.
Oh, it's so delicious. Yeah, so
Momo, do you get a real tree?
Yeah, real tree.
Do you, Mace?
Yeah, we're getting a little
Really?
baby Charlie Brown tree, yeah.
Oh.
I don't believe in fake trees.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. I've had one for
Do you have an
the
artificial
past-
tree?
Yeah, I've had it for the past 2 years.
I always was real tree person, and you know it's crazy. Since you've now been to my parents' house, those pine trees in the backyard, those were old Christmas trees, but we got the actual living tree,
And then you planted them.
and then we planted them, and now they're like 50 feet high.
Well, that's very environmentally
Yeah.
friendly, too.
No, it's good.
That's great. You know what I hate? I hate the ones that are flocked. Do you know
Yeah,
what
those are
flocking
ugly.
is with the white?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
put
yeah.
the white stuff on it
Yeah,
and
that's
make it look
stupid,
like
yeah.
terrible. And the other thing that's terrible, tinsel. Tinsel is
Yeah.
terrible. Because you put like
Yes.
one string of it on it. It is
Yeah.
so friggin' annoying.
I don't think that's really a thing anymore. I feel like that was very like 70s, 80s, and then people realized it's like really bad for the environment. It gets in like the in the backwater, down in the drains, and then you got seals choking on it and stuff.
Oh,
so I don't think they
geez.
really do.
Seals are
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
I don't
is there
think they do that
is it
kind
a
of tinsel
proven
anymore.
fact
Yes, I'm
that
fairly
seals
certain.
are choking on
I'm-
tinsel?
Let us know on Twitter.
That sounds right.
If you're,
sounds
talking,
right.
if you're talking about just like the silver stuff that looks like strings, I feel like that's really not a thing anymore for that reason.
Yeah. All right.
real.
Well, it's not going to happen in my house anyway. So, there. Have you got your Christmas shopping done?
No, I'm not really gonna go big on stuff. We have Hanukkah too, so we gotta like space it out.
Yeah, we're not. Juan and I do not exchange gifts. It's too much pressure.
Agreed.
It's just like, and plus,
Yeah.
I know he's got everything. He knows I've got
And
everything.
pretty much, I buy Nevin presents all the time. Like when
Wow.
when
That
I
is
see
not
something,
fun though to like not exchange presents at all.
we get each other something, but it's never really.
We exchange for birthdays. We do not exchange for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard. I just get,
Yeah.
I get my mom and not stepdad Leo, and I think I get my brother and my brother's part, and that's it.
Yeah, that's enough.
I'm really stressing about what to get my brother-in-law because they're like my sister and my brother-in-law and my nephew are really the only ones that I exchange gifts with anymore.
Yeah.
Like in my family.
Yeah.
And because I want to buy like makeup and all the cool things, for
Yeah.
my sister. So then I buy her cool stuff, and then I want to get my brother-in-law cool stuff. But like he's one of those guys who's like he hunts and he fishes and he's a handyman and he's got all the things.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell do you get somebody like that?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to everybody finding stuff.
You know what I do? I go on Amazon and I look at Oprah's favorite things and I buy stuff off that.
Oh, my God. That's such intentionality. All right. So last night, a fantastic football game. I loved that game. It was great. It came down to that 4th and inches where Dan Campbell could have kicked the field goal. Instead, goes for it. Jared Goff almost falls on the handoff. They get the yardage and ultimately wind the clock down to 2 seconds to kick the game-winning field goal. And I'm like, nobody else would do that. I think that's a Dan Campbell thing. And afterwards, listen to what Dan Campbell sounded like. A lot of cheering.
I told you you'd never forget this game. You will never forget this game. We don't have to talk about how tough we are. We don't have to talk about how resilient we are. We live it, man. We've been living it. Where's our defense at?
Damn.
Offense, that's the way to step up, man. That's the way to step up. There you go, Skip. Keep throwing up, whatever you're doing.
Okay, so I love this. If you're watching the video, whoever it is, Skip, is throwing up into a bucket while Dan Campbell is giving his speech.
Great job.
Keep throwing up.
You keep doing whatever you're doing there, Skip. Now, after the game, too, they talked to Jared Goff. Jared Goff's description of Dan Campbell.
I think he's done a really good job of deciding when to go and when not to go. And certainly because it worked, everyone's going to say, you guys are going to say, great call. And if it didn't work, you guys will be crushing him. And that's the game he plays. And that's why he's the guy with the big stones, and we trust him. I think he's done a really good job of deciding when to go and when not to go.
He's the guy with the big stones. And he really is. There you go. Momo, I said today that if the Rams don't make the Super Bowl, I'm going to root for the Lions.
Hey, that's a hell of a job, man.
I think the Lions are a team that everybody can adopt and feel good about. They've never won a Super Bowl ever. They've never even been to the Super Bowl. And I think the dream matchup would be Buffalo, a team that has been to the Super Bowl, 4 times and failed, versus Detroit, a team that's never been there and hasn't won before. Josh Allen versus Jared Goff. I think that is a great story.
I'd like to see them in Kansas City, too. That'd be fun.
I'm sick of
No,
Kansas
because then
City.
it's like, then you could beat the team that's going for the three-peat.
No. I think that the Bills will slay their demons. They're going to beat the Chiefs, and I think you're right. I think you're right. I think that's what America wants.
I agree.
I was telling Mason this morning, like, honestly, I found myself now, like, last night's game, I don't know if I would have watched it. There's like a handful of teams I would have watched it, but like knowing that it was the Lions, I wanted to see them win, and I wanted to see Dan Campbell do his speech afterwards. It's like a thing now.
You know what I liked about the Jared Goff quote too is he says like, that's just him. This is how he is, and if it doesn't work, you guys would have killed him. But that's the game he plays.
How about a little kick ass on 3? 1, 2, 3, kick ass.
I mean, remember when he got the job and we saw him on Hard Knocks and everybody was like, oh, it's not really going to work. It's a little collegiate.
When he was like,
we're going to kick you in the teeth, and we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yeah, he got killed for that.
Yeah, he got killed for that.
Who is this crazy guy?
By the way, including by me. I thought this is the least dignified introduction of a head coach ever.
Right. But you can do that if, I don't know, it's hard to get away. Like Jim Harbaugh's like this too, when he was like, who's got it better than us, right? Like,
who's got it better than us?
Nobody, right? I mean,
the worm has turned.
The worm has turned.
If you're going to be that character, you got to back it up.
By the way, they are going to beat Kansas City this weekend.
I think so too.
I feel really strongly that the Chargers are going to beat KC straight up. I was talking to, Brian Cohen obviously is a believer. Logan from the gym is a big Chargers fan.
Okay, so these are your sources.
These are my sources. They both say Chargers are going to pull. I love the way they play defense. I think it's one of the best defenses in the league. I think they're elite. I think Justin Herbert's playing really well. Loss of J.K. Dobbins makes a difference, I think. But and their wide receiver core I'm not thrilled about except for Lance McConkey. But I think they beat Kansas City straight up. Kansas City has been winning games like
I
that.
know, all year.
Yeah, all
Kick 'em
year
in the
long.
shins.
There you go.
But like, if you're going to be that guy, if you're going to talk like that, you just got to back it up. It's like in wrestling or boxing or MMA, like the people who are great on the mic, it only works if you also win.
Yes.
Yeah, because they were bad at first.
Right.
Remember?
Oh,
Those were,
yeah,
like,
they
the
had a rough
two
first year.
seasons.
Yeah.
They won like 5-6 games, and everyone was like, "All right, get this guy out of here. This is a jokester."
Yeah.
But now it works.
Now it works. The Lions. And when did Thursday Night Football get really good?
This year.
Yeah, this year.
Literally this year.
Thursday Night Football was terrible for the last few years, and now they're
It's
getting
always
these
been
marquee
terrible.
matchups.
It's always been terrible, and I think last year was the first year with Amazon, and so they got a little bit better games, and then once they realized, like, Amazon knows how to produce a game, and they do a great job with it, then I think then this year they're like, all right, it all worked out, this is great, let's give them some good games. And they've been really good games all
really
season.
good. All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions, plus my plan for the Lakers that I will lay out for
The
you,
Mason
Momo.
plan.
The Mason plan.
I like it.
We will do that coming up. By the way, Lakers in Atlanta
Like it.
tonight. Atlanta, by the way, has won 5 in a row, including
they're
2
kinda
wins
good.
over Cleveland, and they beat Milwaukee
They're
in the
long
last 5
and
games.
young and athletic
Yeah.
and all the things the Lakers are not.
All that stuff. So wheel of questions, and then some Lakers, then sports graffiti, then some fantasy football with Marcus Grant. Ireland's going to be along at 2 today, so it's a really busy day, and I love that because
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Get ready, LA. The Art of Sport LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk, is back at SoFi Stadium on December 18th at 6 p.m. Be there as the Mountain West top team goes head-to-head with the former Pac-12 contender in a showdown you won't want to miss. Tickets and premium suites are on sale now. Don't miss out on your chance to be a part of the action. Visit LABowlGame.com to secure your seats today. That's LABowlGame.com.
All you gotta do is go to Morango and get 15 gifts in 15 days, and you'll be halfway done with my list. Hello, Ma. Now your top reasons to visit Morango.
15 days of gift-a-day giveaways. Earn 500 points on your rewards card and get that day's gift. Weekdays, starting the 2nd.
Number 2.
The 20th anniversary marketplace special for only $20. Mondays.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter with Earthquake, live January 25th.
Morango, good times.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right, wheel of questions here. Let's see. All right. Here it is. It's the end of the year, and everybody's making lists of the best this, the best that.
Yeah.
So the question is, and I've got a list of the best TV shows of 2024. If I say to you, and it can be anything, the best show you've watched this year, how would you answer?
My show, Clipped.
Oh, Clipped. Yes, of course. I loved Clipped.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know it's not making any best
Aside
lists.
from your own show.
Oh, well, I mean, let's see. What other shows did I watch this year fairly religiously? Give me some things. I have no recall right now.
Let me try Jorge. Jorge, anything?
The Penguin.
That's good.
That is my
bit
number
of it.
one.
Yeah.
The Penguin is my
I watched a
favorite
bunch of
show of
things
the
this
year.
Yeah.
I could not get into the Penguin show.
Really? It
Yeah,
is
I tried.
so good. If you hang in there, it is so good.
What happened was these shows were like something bad happens to like an innocent person early on. I felt really bad for that little kid in the first episode when he was like, I own you now. And I was just like, oh, that poor little kid, he's going to go live a life of crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he becomes the sidekick.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
He
tell me
becomes a bad
everything.
guy. So I saw it and I was just like, no, it's not for me.
Yeah. Well, this is the first episode, Momo.
Oh, I watched the first episode.
Okay, so he becomes the sidekick.
Oh yeah,
you saw
okay.
it.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the. Yeah, no, it was good. What else did I see? I don't know. I'm just.
While you're thinking, Lindsay, best show you've seen on TV this year?
Do documentaries count?
Sure.
Okay.
I like The Crown. The last season of
The Crown was good.
Yeah.
Very good. I like that.
I like the one on Netflix about. Oh, I have to think of what it's called. Hang on a second.
I'll tell you a good one on Netflix is Sign Stealer. Did you watch
I
Sign
didn't see
Stealer
that.
about Connor Stallions? Oh my God, it's fascinating. Fascinating. I'll give you a list. This is the official list of the top 10 movies or top 10 shows according to Deadline, I guess.
All right.
Oh no, AFI. All right. So Abbott Elementary. Anybody watch it?
Yeah, a little bit here and
Yeah,
there
it's cute.
when I'm
Yeah,
on
it's
the
cute.
plane.
The Bear.
Oh, that's a good show.
I
watched the
Bear.
first
It started
season.
to drag in like the third season.
I couldn't even get through the first season. I was like, I don't know why.
This one is probably my number 2. Hacks.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
I love
Hacks.
Hacks.
Yeah, that was
so
good.
That's
good.
up there.
I
That's
like
up
that.
there.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I did not watch
Did
that.
not watch that.
Nobody Wants This.
I watched some of that.
I have not
Not
watched
all
that. It
of
looks
it.
a little
It
too,
was good.
too
I don't
cheesy.
know what that is. The Penguin. Shogun, which I did not understand.
I didn't watch it.
started
I
the
should've
first
watched it.
episode. There's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
The subtitle.
Only
I like The
Brian.
Diplomat.
Only Brian Cohen understood
Yeah.
it.
You liked it?
I like The Diplomat. Did you guys watch that?
That's okay.
Kerry Russell.
I
thought
like
it's
the
just
one,
I liked it.
the Netflix show that Nicole Kidman was in, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
has the really rich family, and then somebody is murdered right before a wedding, and they have to figure out who it is.
Perfect.
Yeah, the perfect something.
What's the?
Yeah, one of those.
There was also the one on Apple Plus. The Apples Never Fall or something.
That one
I
was
thought
terrible.
that was terrible.
That was terrible.
That was the one with
Yeah.
the net betting. That
It's
was
like it
awful.
wanted it to be like a thriller, but
I
it
know,
really
but it
wasn't.
wasn't. I know.
Oh, I figured out what the best one is. The
Okay.
Apple Plus show with Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best
Presumed
show of the
Innocent
year.
Was
Was it
a
good?
great
Yes.
show.
That
You're
me and
right.
Mace were texting about it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the best show I watched.
That
all
was
year.
a great one.
Yes, that was
the
good.
other two on the list, Shrinking, which I haven't gotten around
Yeah,
to season 2
season
yet.
2, I haven't gotten to it either.
Yeah, and
saving
then
that
True
one.
Detective Night Country.
Oh, I love that
which
one.
No,
I thought
I did
was
not like
fantastic.
that was great.
I
Yeah.
thought that
Sugar?
Sugar, I loved.
That was good.
I loved. Yeah. The twist in that one is a
Yeah.
good one.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. All right, there you have it. There's your wheel of questions for
Okay.
today.
Random question for
But
you.
the answer is Clipped. That's
Yes,
their answer.
Clipped is.
Thank
it
you.
goes without saying.
Thank
really,
you.
I should have phrased it this way. What is your second
There you
favorite
go.
I
show?
like Presumed Innocent better than Clipped, Momo. Sorry.
What?
Wow.
I did.
You liked what better?
Presumed Innocent. It's my kind of show.
Wow.
It was like that was A, and then Clipped was like, that was number 1, and that was like, I mean, there
How's
were
she
1A
gonna get
and
out of
1B.
this one?
1A and 1B.
How's she gonna wiggle out of that one?
Just
1A
I'll
and
turn her mic
1B.
off.
1A and 1B. There you
Okay.
go. Mama. 1A
Black
and
Swan,
1B.
White Swan. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
LeBron and
Exactly.
AD. Yeah, okay.
exactly.
Gladiator 2, Mace. You like it?
Which one?
Gladiator 2?
I thought it was really solid.
Yeah.
I did not.
Okay.
I didn't love it like
I
crazy.
like Denzel's
Okay.
performance. in it.
Denzel was
Oh,
awesome
yeah.
in it. Denzel is a bad guy.
I
He's
haven't seen
great.
this yet, yeah.
It's very good.
Is it a movie or show?
It's a movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Gladiator 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
a
heard it's out.
sequel to the Russell Crowe, epic.
Best
that was a huge
Picture.
blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should have named Gladiator 2. It would have been a catchier name and would have sold more tickets. Sharks in the Coliseum.
Oh.
During Shark Week.
During Shark Week.
Ah.
They fill up the Coliseum with water and then they put
What?
sharks in there and people have to fight the sharks.
That's what happened?
Yeah, apparently.
How do they
it's
fill
real.
it up with water if it's like made of stone?
They just could do
It
things.
doesn't
Maybe
seem
it's just-
logistically
it's a movie
possible.
magic.
How do you get cars in space?
That's a
It's
good
true.
point.
It's true. All right, so Momo, here's the plan. You ready?
Let's go.
Lakers just awful. They got blown out
Yeah.
2 straight games in 4 of the last 6 games.
Yeah,
They're in
no
Atlanta
bueno.
tonight, and Atlanta is playing really well. LeBron is on the questionable list. Why? LeBron should take tonight off.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had 5 games in 7 nights, or this will
Yeah.
be the 5th game in 7 nights.
Like again and again and again.
Yeah.
They just play every other day.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I think.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I would do if I was them. They've got a game tonight, a game on Sunday against Portland at home,
back home,
and then nothing till next Friday. LeBron
Yeah.
could get all this time off to recharge the battery and get back
Yeah.
to where he is. Now, what do you think the odds they will implement that kind of plan?
10%.
Just 10%.
Yeah.
LeBron's the only guy that can implement
it's
the
up to
plan.
him.
Yeah, it's up to him.
I mean, do you remember the year when Kobe tore his Achilles and he was playing like 49 minutes a game or whatever?
Yeah.
And I know that's impossible because there's only 48 minutes a game, but that's why I said 49.
Yeah.
And he was like checking himself back into games. Like Mike D'Antoni would look at him and be like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm going back in."
Right.
And Mike was like, "All right, whatever." Your team. I mean,
yeah,
what am I gonna do?
You got no choice.
Yeah, I mean
right?
that's kind of where things are.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think they have to have hit rock bottom. It can't be worse.
You say that, and it's
it
just like,
cannot
no.
be
Mace,
worse
you
than
better
it
knock on
was.
some wood as you say that.
Seriously, I feel like
I mean, LeBron and AD are still healthy. It can get a lot worse.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I think guys are going to expend effort tonight, which is more than I can say about the other night.
I really thought
the
they would have
41
tried
point
harder
loss
in
in Miami.
I know, but the game before that was really bad, and I would have thought that they would have put some effort into that game in Miami. After LeBron couldn't hit a 3, after he was they barely won the Utah game. Like I would have thought that they would have brought something to Miami.
After the blowout to Minnesota, you would think they'd bring some. I think they've hit rock bottom.
I don't think it's.
Oh
even
my
close.
God! I did knock wood, and
You're
it's
crazy
still...
for thinking that. Like, you remember how bad? Like, there were so many bad stretches like last season.
But you think they're going to be worse tonight than they were Wednesday against Miami?
No, but I think that in fact they'll actually I feel like the only option is to be complete opposite of what they were against Miami, is to come out and actually like play your damn ass off and like show some fight. Otherwise they're in trouble.
I think if LeBron plays tonight, they probably win. That's the minority view. Did everybody have a pen and a piece of paper?
Sure.
Okay. I want you to write down this spelling, okay? RISACHER.
Oh, I already know what this is.
I know you do.
Okay.
Wait, say it again.
RISACHER. You got it?
C.
He plays for Atlanta. Pronounce his name.
Assminger.
That is close, but not exactly
That's what
right.
I called the baseball guy one time, and now it's in our
Oh,
promo.
excellent.
Jorge, want to try it?
Yeah, Risa Shea.
Excellent.
God, you
Yeah.
got it.
That was
wow.
it.
Yeah, Risa
That's
Shea.
it.
Risa Shea.
My guess was going to be Risasher.
Yeah, I never got it right until today. Risa Shea.
How did you know? Is
Risa Shea.
this French or something?
It's French.
It is
Yeah,
French.
okay.
He was
I
the
didn't
number
know
one
that.
pick in the draft last year.
And
I didn't know that.
Right, but the pronunciation is
Yeah.
a different thing
Yeah.
because we don't see
Risa
Atlanta
Shea.
play all the time. And I was thinking
Risa Shea.
with Ireland, Risa Shea, Hunter, Risa Shea with the shot.
I mean,
it's
that's
gotta
going to be. Michael Thompson's just going to be.
Oh yeah, Michael Thompson. Yeah.
I usually pronounce everything in Spanish. That's how I guess I got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, is that right?
'Cause-
Would that
Yeah.
is that what it would be in
Risa Shea.
Spanish?
Michael's just going to
Risa
call
Shea?
him Zach.
Yeah.
There you go. Just call him Julio.
It's like, with Giannis, how he just like, Giannis has the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try it.
No.
Giannis has the ball.
Yeah. Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo. No, I got that one.
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
There it is.
Yeah. I actually have that one.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
You got
All right. We're going to do some
Risa.
sports graffiti. What do you expect from the Lakers tonight? Should LeBron even play tonight, or should he take the night off? What about my plan? Don't play tonight, Sunday, and then get the rest of next week off and recharge.
I love that your plan involves not working. Your plan is like, hey, man,
take some time off. By the way, it is the answer to a lot of problems.
So you say.
Yeah.
Words to live by.
On top
by
of that,
Steve
can the Chargers upset KC? More importantly, can the Rams upset the Buffalo Bills on Sunday? Yes, they can.
Okay.
Yes, they can.
Say it again.
877-710-ESPN. Whatever you got, 20, 30 seconds. 877-710-ESPN. We will do some sports graffiti coming up next. And by the way, after that, fantasy football with Marcus Grant. Mason in Ireland. Momo's in for John. 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike. I have teamed up with Travis and DeMarco to tell you about personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand and his all-star legal team.
We've been talking about the law office of Joseph S. Normand for months, and they've helped listeners achieve maximum compensation that they deserve in an accident.
Getting into an accident can be scary and frustrating dealing with insurance companies. Let the Normand All-Star team handle it for you. Visit normandlegal.com or 213-747-2000.
The law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000.
Hey guys, it's Cap. So you get this letter from the Department of Water and Power with two big bold words, high usage. And you don't really know what to do about it, but you kind of have an idea of who you can blame. So you go knock on your daughter's door and you go, hey, would you stop showering for 45 minutes twice a day? And then you go to your son and say, would you please stop washing your car 3 times a week? And then you continue with your life until you get another one of these beautiful letters that says high usage on it. This is where the Water Boy comes in. The Water Boy specializes in pressurized leak detection. All they do, day in and day out, is go to homes and find leaks. Their state-of-the-art equipment allows them to visually and acoustically inspect your pipes to find that stubborn leak that's constantly flowing. It can be anything from a failing toilet to a burst pipe in your slab. You don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station. This is Mason and Ireland. Only on ESPN LA 710 and the ESPN app.
All right, here we go. It is the part of the show that is all about you guys. Sports graffiti. All the lines are full. Let's just jump right in. Let's go to Don. Don, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Don.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Great, man.
Listen, I just wanted to say, I called you before the season started, and I told you that I thought the Lakers should get rid of LeBron and try to get something for him while they could.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura and Greg said it. Which, by the way, I really miss you guys, Laura, Greg. I can't wait till you're back.
Yeah, they'll be back.
My point was LeBron should be on a team where he could just keep building up his records and scoring his points and whatever. But they're never going to compete the way they are because he doesn't allow JJ to do what needs to be done. I think JJ could be a really good coach if he didn't have LeBron to deal with. And that's all I had.
All right, thank you. LeBron's not going anywhere.
No, he's had chances to leave.
Last year,
he could have gone to the Warriors.
Could have gone to the Warriors last year.
Could have left in free agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, just to boot, has a player option for next year. He's unlikely to go. Now,
I don't think he's going anywhere.
I think the point is fair if you're saying rebuild everything.
Okay.
Ground up rebuild.
Yes.
But it doesn't make sense in this particular scenario.
Okay, but let's even just play that out.
Okay.
Ground up rebuild. Who are you trading that would return any assets? The only guy who would return assets is probably Anthony Davis.
Well, they got tradable contracts.
But like
right. I mean, they got draft picks and tradable contracts.
They have draft picks, but if you're trying to do a real full scale rebuild, that's when you trade the stars.
Right.
Okay. I don't know a team that wants 50 something. How much is LeBron making? 60 now? Whatever it is. That's not a tradable contract.
So yesterday, references to people at the gym. Henry from the gym.
That's
who's
okay.
a big
I understand these references.
Lakers fan says, now you're good to speak to this. Now that Brandon Ingram has signed with Clutch, will he come? Will they find a way to get him here this year?
I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't know that they want to pay him all that money that he's due, and I don't know that he would want to come back and play with LeBron because that didn't end well the first time.
Right.
He and LeBron weren't exactly happy. He wasn't exactly happy about how the team changed when LeBron came in.
He would make a huge difference on this team. Huge difference.
He was not happy with how the team changed when LeBron came in.
And yet he signed with LeBron's agent.
Yep.
Let's go to Harold. Harold, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Harold.
Mason, that was the dumbest thing I think you ever said. Give LeBron a week off, and that's going to turn around the season. He is the problem. And L.A., you got to get with it. He is not the same player he was, and it's about time that the Lakers and the front office look at another. They brought in Redick, and he hasn't made a difference. Thanks.
All right, that was great. That was a great
by the
call.
way, earlier this week I said LeBron, age is catching up. You can see the cracks. He's slowing down. His usage rate is up, and the team isn't playing as well.
He was the best
He's got
player
the
on
worst
Team
plus
USA.
minus of his career.
Okay,
he was playing 20-some minutes at the Olympics.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, he was not playing
And he was playing with a bunch
minutes.
of All-Stars
right.
and Hall of Famers.
He didn't have to do all the work.
But he did a lot, and he was really good. And if you could get let's look at who they have out right now.
Right.
Austin Reeves is out.
Yeah,
Jared
by the way,
Vanderbilt
out for tonight. Vanderbilt's, I don't know.
never coming back from it seems.
I'm just not counting on that.
Just sign with like a Euro team already.
Yeah, okay. Christian Wood hasn't played all year.
Yep.
Jackson Hayes
out.
hurt again.
Yep.
It's just they don't have that many. Hood Schifino out. Is Cam Reddish out?
You know, I'm not sure. Cam Reddish has not been playing. I don't know his status for tonight.
Yeah.
I've not seen the injury
Is he on an
report.
injury report?
Anyway, stand by, checking.
But they're
checking.
the Lakers are not. They don't have a full squad right now. They have like 8 playable guys, and one of the roster spots is being taken up by Bronny.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, they just
one of
need
the
some
roster
dudes,
spots is being taken up by Bronny,
which is not a problem until it becomes a problem.
which is when they're
When people are
playing
hurt.
with 8 guys, and Bronny's hurt and he's traveling.
Yeah.
I don't get. Well, first of all, I've never thought it's a good idea for Bronny to just go on road trips with his dad and play in the G League when he's in town.
I liked it.
No, Malcolm Gladwell, 10,000 hours. Get out there, play. No substitute for playing.
Yeah.
By the way, update on Cam Reddish.
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't play the last 2 games due to illness, but there is
Okay.
no word yet on if he's available for tonight.
Okay, so he could.
Thanks,
he
Linz.
potentially could come back tonight. Hey, straight from Twitter, Hooper Zex, you're on 710. Good afternoon.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to give you a good series recommendation.
Okay.
It's called From on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's basically the same people that did Lost, and it's Lost on steroids. I'm not going to spoil anything for you by telling you this, but
Yeah.
the first episode, basically, the car drives into a town, and it can't get out of the town. And then at night, a bunch of zombie kind of things come out, but it's fantastic. The 3rd season just ended a couple of days ago. Check it out if you get a chance.
Okay, it's called
incredible.
From, and it's on Prime.
Yeah, Harold Perrineau, the guy that was in Oz in the wheelchair,
Yes.
he's the main character in the show.
Okay.
Fantastic show. Check it out.
Okay, From on Prime.
I've been eyeing that one up.
Have you?
I have, because I feel like it's one of since I want to watch a show that has more than 1 season. Because I want to be able to
You wanna
binge
get
it.
into something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that, and I was like, oh, this is on 3 seasons.
What
Maybe I'll
about
check this
Severance?
out.
Did you watch
Oh yeah,
Severance?
that's a great show.
Yeah, it's coming back January the
I can't
21st.
wait.
I'm going to race out and watch
It's been like
season
2
1.
years.
Yeah,
See,
it's been a long
with
time.
that show, it's like that. You know, with these thriller type shows, it was like that with like the Mayor of Easttown too. Like I hate that it only comes out
I know.
once a week. It drives me nuts having
Yeah.
to wait, and it's like we're so used to getting everything instantly.
Yeah.
I debated on whether or not I should just wait till Severance is all out. You know,
I'm like, I feel like binging shows to me is like how I used to read books, where I'll get to like 7 or 8 episodes in, and there's like one left, and I don't really want to finish it, so I wait.
Yes, I do that too.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want it to end.
Jorge just mentioned White Lotus because it's
That
such
was
a
your
good
bit.
show.
You
It's
would-
my bit.
okay,
When's that coming back?
Have you watched White
I
Lotus?
love
is
White
coming
Lotus.
back?
It's coming back in like a month.
Every guest,
They're in
yes.
Thailand this time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
every guest or caller we had, you would ask them, "Have you seen White Lotus?"
Have you seen White Lotus?
I
It's a
love
great
it.
show. I
so
actually
freaking good.
rewatched season 1 like 2 weeks ago because I was bored. Oh, it's such a good show.
By the way, you know what else is coming back this year is The Last of Us with Pedro Pascal.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a
Yeah.
great movie.
Too scary.
Or great show. All right, let's get a couple more in here. Let's go to James. James, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, James.
Hey, love the show. Just for fun, if you could take any coach from any sport and move them to any other sport, who would it be and where would they
That's
go?
a great question.
Okay, that's interesting.
Dan Campbell on the Lakers. Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Kick ass on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kick ass.
Dan Campbell to the Lakers
It's kinda
is
fun.
great.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
kind
be
of
like,
fun.
what is this guy thinking?
One coach from any sport. My first thought was I want to put Ty Lue somewhere.
Yes.
Ty Lue could be a baseball
coach.
I think he could be a baseball manager. I think there's like a
Yeah, he's got a mind like
He's
that.
got a mind
I
like
would,
that.
I would take Eric Spoelstra and have him run the Dodgers.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Obviously the Dodgers don't need much help right now.
Yeah.
You know what I saw yesterday?
But he'd be even like more analytics than Dave.
You know how much money they have deferred?
Billions.
Like all of it.
Billions.
$1.2 billion they have deferred. That's crazy.
And you know that they made like way more than that in revenue this year alone, just off of like the Shohei related ad revenue.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Now, I've got a prediction.
Yeah.
Dodger prediction.
Okay.
I think Juan Soto will sign over the weekend, and by Tuesday of next week, Teoscar Hernandez will have
Sounds right.
deal with the Dodgers.
That
to come
sounds
back.
good. Yeah.
3 years.
So the winter meetings.
Are start today or tomorrow.
Right. So you think it's done by the end of the winter
Yeah,
meetings?
that's normally Boris's plan. Is Boris announces during the winter meetings or at the winter meetings.
I wonder if his goal is to get the most money or to find the best fit.
Well, I have heard that the most money is Toronto.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he's going to go to Toronto.
Yeah. But he's really good friends with Vlad.
Right, but Vlad has a contract situation coming up.
So that if they pay Juan, they got to pay Vlad.
Yeah, they got to.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, if I'm Juan Soto, I want to go somewhere where I can be in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
That's the Dodgers.
Okay, but I don't think they're the most money.
They're not the most money, but they have reportedly offered in excess of $600 million. All the finalists are over $600 million.
However, when I bring it back to the question, is it okay if he does? Maybe he has less years. People think he's going to get 12 to 15 years.
Yes.
But Shohei got
10.
700 million.
$700 million over 10.
10. So if you're on the team and the most money is important to you and things like that are important to you, can you be on the same team as a guy who got more than you?
Well, I think Soto is going to get more.
So if he does get more, how does
my,
Shohei feel?
My prediction is that Soto will sign for $701 million.
Something like that. Yeah. That sounds right.
Just to make a point.
Because
I
don't know if it's a Juan Soto thing or if it's a Boris thing or both.
Yeah.
But that feels right.
Let's get one last one in here. Let's go to Marcus. Marcus, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Marcus.
Hey, Momo, I know you said it earlier, but what is the thing against trading Anthony Davis? He might be hurt, he might not. If he goes down, we're really in a funk. So I was thinking Anthony Davis to Indiana for like Obi Toppin, Turner, and maybe McConnell and a first-round pick. Then send that first-round pick with Rui and and Russ to Atlanta for the point guard.
Trae Young.
Right, Trae Young. So, Marcus, let me ask you something. Do you have like a big board in your house where you're diagramming these trades? Because that's some pretty complex stuff. Is it like a murder board with like strings leading to different places? There's Atlanta.
Did you do the trade machine? Did you do that?
Yeah. So when I listen to you guys every week, there's always somebody that comes up, hey, why not this guy? Why not this guy? So now Indiana's not doing well.
Yep.
We're always talking about Trae Young, so let's piece that together. And with the extra draft pick, AD,
I think the idea would be to
Marcus,
pair Trae Young with Anthony Davis.
Correct. Although, again, their defense is so bad. Why Trae Young is
Trae Young is not that good.
Yeah.
No, he's actually Trae Young.
He's really good, but there's a lot of questions about can you win with him as your best player? Can he ever be the number one option on a team because of his defensive limitations and even offensively too? Like small guards don't usually win.
Right.
That was the whole Jalen Brunson thing last year.
I want to ask you something Andy was talking about yesterday, and it occurred to me too. James Worthy was talking about the other night. The Lakers switch on defense almost every possession. Are they switching too much?
I don't know that I have an opinion on that.
I think they are.
I think they're just the idea should be to funnel everyone to Anthony Davis.
But when you're switching, because they got guys hung out to dry all the time. Austin Reeves,
you
got to
get people trying to catch up.
You know, you get Jokic on Austin Reeves and all this. You can't. You got to fight through some screens. Got to fight through some screens. And I also think, by the way, the defense, because of the constant switching, has gotten a little, and I'm going to use James Worthy's word, lazy.
Yeah.
And a little fighting through some screens may actually ignite something out there. All right, coming up next for you, you're going to do some fantasy football. How's your fantasy football team this year?
One of the leagues I'm pretty good. The other league I'm middle of the pack.
Okay. So I've got dilemmas. Maybe you're out there. Have the playoffs started yet? My league doesn't work that way. I think
early
this
is
for
the last
playoffs?
week, I think.
Okay. So maybe you're trying to clinch a playoff spot in your league. Marcus Grant is going to join us. He is from the NFL Network. You know Marcus.
Yeah.
He's here all the time. And also is a fantasy football savant. So if you have got a dilemma, should I play this guy? Should I play that guy? Keep it simple. And we will get Marcus's reaction to it coming up next. Help you with your fantasy football team. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. You can also tweet me at Venice Mace, M-A-S-E. You can also blue sky me at Venice Mace, M-A-S-E. Are you on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
I got my blue sky rolling now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll do some fantasy football coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey guys, it's Sedano at Los Angeles International Airport. Changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Are you looking for a game day gift this holiday season, Lakers fans? We've got the latest collection of items to add to your closet this holiday season. Head over to LakersStore.com and snag a jersey, tee, hat, and more to rep the purple and gold. We've got the whole family covered with styles for mom, dad, kids, and babies too. Rep the purple and gold in style. Check out LakersStore.com. That's LakersStore.com. Let's go Lake Show.
NextGen is the official plumbing, heating, and AC company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. NextGen is the absolute best in the biz with thousands of five-star reviews online to prove it. Looking for an all-star deal on home comfort? Call NextGen. For just $14.99 a month, you'll score year-round coverage on all of your plumbing, heating, and AC needs. You heard it right. For just $14.99 a month, you'll experience coverage and comfort all season long. No unexpected timeouts, just total peace of mind. As a NextGen member, you'll enjoy complimentary multi-point inspections, cooling tune-ups, plumbing and safety inspections, and exclusive members-only savings. Plus, you'll have a VIP guaranteed 2-hour priority service appointment. Sign up today to become a NextGen VIP. Don't miss out. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN. NextGen is the only name you need to remember for comfort and reliability all season long. That's 833-3-NEXTGEN or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
What's up, players?
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive Collision Coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Now it's time for the Mason and Ireland This or That segment.
And joining us right now is Marcus Grant from the NFL Network. You know him from his work here on 710 ESPN. Marcus, how you been, man?
Fantastic. Good to talk to you, man.
So when do we get you back to be able to use here on 7? I know you're busy with the NFL Network, but at some point, are you coming back?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you might have talked to Lindsay about this, but maybe later this month, possibly, I may pop up again.
Okay, good. Well, look forward to working with you again. So I've got an issue as we line up the calls, 877-710 ESPN. I don't want to make this all about me, but is Bucky Irving going to play this week?
As far as I know, he is on track to play, and if he plays for the Bucs, he plays for your fantasy team.
So I've got Chuba Hubbard, Bucky Irving, James Conner, and Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, he's on a bye. Do I play Conner, Hubbard, Irving? I've got two of those. Play two of them.
The odd man out in that scenario to me is Chuba Hubbard. The Eagles are really, really good, and I think if anything, Philadelphia scores a lot of points, which forces Carolina to throw the ball more than running it.
How's Malik Neighbors doing? Is he playing? He's not
Another
playing?
good question.
Can we trust anyone on the Giants right now?
It looks like he's trending toward playing. That question is different than your other question. He is trending toward playing. Whether you can trust him is a different story altogether. I am leaning toward I would see what other options you have. Granted, I know 6 teams are on a bye this week, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. But if you have some other credible, viable options, I might look that way versus trying
Trade
to trust.
Tucker is my only option. Everybody else is on a bye.
Yeah. Then I would probably go with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit the phones. Let's help the people as they get ready for their league playoffs. Let's go to Carlos. Carlos is in the OC. Carlos, go ahead for Marcus Grant.
Hey, what up, Marcus? I had a question. So I got Mike Evans or Deebo Samuel. I know they're playing each other this weekend, man. So I need to win to make it into the playoffs. So whoever wins, it's a wild card game for us in our league. So whoever wins this game makes it in the last spot of the playoffs. Put me up.
It's easily Mike Evans over Deebo. The Niners' offense is sort of a mess right now. Deebo's not getting a lot of work. And, look, I think the Bucs are sort of on a mission to keep Mike Evans' streak of 1,000-yard seasons intact. I think he's got to average, 95 yards a game, somewhere around there. So I think they're just going to force-feed him the ball.
Let's go to Eric. Eric, you're in La Habra. You're on the air. What's up?
Okay, I got 2 questions.
I ain't talking too good today. Go ahead.
I'll get DeAndre Swift or Hubbard at running back, and then also Metcalf or McConkey at my flex. It's a full PPR.
I would go with Swift over Hubbard. The Niner run defense has kind of been a mess for the last few weeks, so I would give DeAndre Swift some run there. And Metcalf versus McConkey, I would probably go – that's a tough call. I'd probably go with Metcalf. I just think he has a higher ceiling. The Cardinals have been better recently, but I think Metcalf has a higher ceiling week to week than McConkey does.
Okay, let's go. And I will tell you in advance, Louis in L.A. is a winner. Louis, congratulations. What does Louis get?
Well, Louie, you get a 2-night stay for you and a guest, a dinner for two, and golf or bowling too. And that's brought to you by Stay and Play at Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino, just minutes away from Palm Springs. Get tickets to exciting live shows or book your stay today at FantasySpringsResort.com. Brought to you by Fantasy Springs Resort Casino.
There you go, Louis. Already won a prize. Now Marcus is going to give you some good advice. What do you got?
Wow, what a surprise. Hey, guys, I have a scenario. My flex, Jonnu Smith against the Jets. I'm going against Tua as the quarterback for the other team, or Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison or Jonnu Smith as my flex.
I would probably go with Jonnu Smith, to be honest. I mean, he's been just lights out for the last 3 or 4 weeks. The one guy you can count on in that offense. I think both of them. I think it's a good problem to have. I think Jordan Addison has a pretty good day against the Falcons. But it just seems like Jonnu right now, he's been on a run of 20-point games, so he's the guy I would go with.
Let me get some off Twitter here. Let's go to Jason Torres. Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert?
I would probably go with Herbo in this one. I think they're both going to be about the same. I think I like Herbo a little bit more, though, this week.
Jonathan Watson wants to know Ladd McConkey or Garrett Wilson?
Ooh, probably Ladd. Which is not a thing I thought I'd say at the beginning of the season, but the Jets are a complete train wreck. I guess they're a plane crash? I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
They're bad. They're bad this year.
Let's see. Radio Michael fan wants to know Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen for wide receiver 2.
I'd probably go with Amari Cooper. The good news is the forecast for Bills and Rams is going to be a lot better than it was for Bills 49ers.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to go help Amari Cooper a lot this week.
Gambling Surfer wants to know Baker Mayfield or Tua?
Baker. He's been great all year long. I don't think that changes this week.
We were just talking here as we pivot out of fantasy. I want to ask you, we had a conversation about the best TV show that you saw in 2024. We've all given our choices. Yeah. What's your choice?
Ooh, the one that pops up off the top of my head is probably Shogun, which was fantastic.
See, I got to try to get into it.
Shogun is super hard to watch. I tried it a couple of times, and I just think the show is so much smarter than I am.
It's very dense. It's but it kind of has some Game of Thrones vibes to it a little bit.
It won all the awards,
but yeah,
right?
It won all of the awards. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think of all the shows, at least the new shows that I watched, Shogun's the one that jumps out at me.
The other related question, do you have your Christmas tree up yet?
I have 2 of them up.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we have one in the main living room and one that kind of sits in a guest room.
And real trees or artificial?
Artificial.
And what date did you put them up? About, like, you didn't put them up, like, right after Thanksgiving, or did you?
Yeah, I've lost the fight to my significant other. She's very much a Christmas person. So they went up on, I think, Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
Before Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've stopped fighting.
That's aggressive. That's aggressive.
Yeah, it's a little early.
All right. Hey, Marcus, we will see you soon back over here and filling in and doing shows with us and doing shows with me. I look forward to it, man. Happy holidays to you.
Look forward to it as well. You guys enjoy the weekend.
All right. Thanks very much. There's Marcus Grant.
You know what I love? You will so not be here.
When is that?
Like when we call Marcus and me and the other fill-ins and all that, you will be gone. That's why.
Well, so will everybody else.
Yeah, that's
I mean, you don't single me out. I mean, nobody's working during the holidays.
Except for us.
I've only got 11 days left before...
and you will use all
before
of them.
an 11-day break.
Yes.
Oh. People will say, oh, Mason... I only take like 2 days 2 days here and 2 days there and an
Ireland
extra
was
Monday.
gone all week.
And Ireland, by the way, is going to check in in about an hour and a half.
Oh, good.
here.
Yeah, from Atlanta.
So we'll do that. In the meantime, coming up next, I predict you will be as annoyed with this particular trailer for a new TV show as I am. We will do it coming up next. Mason and Ireland. Momo's in for John, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the six. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and there's extensive water damage. This is when it can feel as though your relationship with your insurance has become an abusive one. They don't agree that you need a replacement living arrangement, despite it being glaringly obvious. Then, the insurance adjuster leaves you hanging. You feel abandoned with a home that is no longer livable, and you now have no other choice than to use the insurance contractor to make repairs, which includes their brazen attempt at lowballing the estimate. Okay, so here's what you do. You take a deep breath, then you call Avner Gatt. They're one of California's largest public adjusting firms, and trust me, size does matter in this case because Avner Gatt has experienced it all. Insurance companies can make you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope in getting your home back together. Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle these situations. Not only do they have extensive knowledge on how to handle your dilemma, but they remain passionate about helping people. It's why Avner and his family continue to take the calls themselves at Avner Gatt Inc. They cover all of Southern California, and if I haven't convinced you with all of these truth bombs thus far, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. So, whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. And you can go online to avnergatt.com.
You never expect a game-ending double play, walk-off grand slam in the World Series, or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Travis with DeMarco and Evan Cohen.
Only one all-star team you can call to pinch hit for you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call this number, 213-747-2000.
Don't get struck out by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation that you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team hit it out of the park for you.
Hey folks, when it comes to Christmas trees, don't get played by foreign plastic. Just like you wouldn't replace a prize QB with a mannequin. Don't replace American farm fresh trees with fake foreign plastic. These farm families are the MVPs of Christmas, growing champions right here on American soil. They're not sitting on the bench. They're out there every day growing real Christmas traditions. Make the winning choice, farm fresh Christmas trees, not foreign plastic that pollutes. Visit GetRealKeepItReal.com to find your local farm MVP.
FX's Say Nothing.
We thought joining the IRA was the noblest thing a person could do.
Northern Ireland, 1971.
They could beat us, they could shoot us, but the one thing they could never get us to do was talk.
Based on a true story and the New York Times bestseller.
You were taught that you were fighting in the name of the people. And I think people should know that it's all lies.
FX's Say Nothing. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
This is Mason and Ireland, only on ESPN LA 710 and the ESPN app.
So I got a random question. What is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, it's playing right now.
That's
my favorite one, yeah.
Now, you're obviously... you celebrate
Yeah,
Christmas,
we do both,
but
yeah. You know what? Beto Duran turned me on to this one.
Okay.
And it's Augie.
Augie Rios.
Yes.
Yeah, Mama
Donde
Cita?
Estás?
Yeah,
I love that one.
Yeah.
Donde Estás Santa Claus?
It's so good.
Isn't that in like a Target commercial right now? I feel like it's on
maybe.
all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's
Beto
Target.
and I had to host the Christmas Eve show one year, and we just kept playing this over and over, and now it's like my favorite. There it is.
I like that.
Right?
I like that. Liz,
Yeah,
how
it's
about
totally
you?
in a Target commercial.
Mine is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee because they play that in Home Alone when he's having the fake parties.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, I
Great,
love that one.
great song, great movie. It's a good one.
Mine is the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire.
Oh, that's so you.
It's one of two songs that I am capable of singing, the national anthem and Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire.
Have you ever had a chestnut that has been roasted on an open fire?
Yeah, New York.
Oh, yeah?
They roast on every street
That's a
corner.
thing?
Yeah, this time of year they roast
Are they good?
chestnuts on the street. They're delicious.
Oh.
Yeah. But
You wanted me to ask you to sing, didn't you?
Oh no! I couldn't.
Jorge, do
Sing,
you want
do it.
Mace
Come
to
on,
sing?
come on, Mace.
Come on, show us how you sing it.
All right.
Come on, Mace. Do you want me
Twisted my
Come on,
arm.
stand up and do it so you got your full breath.
No,
Okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight.
That was excellent.
They know that Santa. Oh, stop.
There you go.
Wait, can I ask you guys what's your favorite Christmas movie then?
Christmas movie.
Love Actually.
Yeah, Love
Well, watch
Actually.
it
for
every
me
year.
You guys are so
also.
cheesy.
I do
love
like Home Alone
Actually.
too. I like Home Alone.
Jingle all the way.
Jingle All the Way.
Come on,
which
guys.
I think is terrible.
Turbo time.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny.
What, you don't
what
like
is yours,
Love
Lindsay?
Actually?
That's fine. It's just like for that to be your favorite. Like you can't get a classic in there.
I think it is a classic.
It is a class. I watch it every
Okay.
year.
Yeah,
I love Home Alone, hands down.
Home
That's-
Alone's great.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
nice.
the commercials, by the way, with Catherine O'Hara and Where's Kevin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, those are very
I mean,
funny.
I can quote 1 and 2 like the whole movie,
Yeah.
and then they just got ridiculous with it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so annoying.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so there is a trailer out for a new television docu-series about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
It is
Properly titled.
Enigma. So
I'm
you
already annoyed.
You want a little taste of it?
I mean, not really.
I clipped part of it because it does play well on the air.
Okay,
All right.
good. Let's do
Here's
it.
like a little less than a minute of it. Okay.
Let's do it.
I live between two worlds of the extroverted and an introverted lover of silence. I'm trying to beat back Father Time and the expectations.
Aaron Rodgers ain't for everybody.
Rodgers has shared controversial and crazy conspiracy theories.
It just feels like you're either for him or against him.
Losing friendships, family, it was heartbreaking.
Here come the Jets. Rodgers has something to prove. It is on. Protection breaks. Down goes Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers has officially tore his Achilles.
It's catastrophic.
Is it time for him to retire?
What does the future hold for Aaron Rodgers?
So intense.
Oh my God, that's so. He lives between two worlds.
Oh, that beginning is so good.
Oh, lives between
Like
two
honestly, even
worlds.
the music got me.
The
He's
hell is
he's
he
like
talking
laying
about?
down in some like
Oh.
tropical island, and they're like putting these bells on his chest, and it's not like.
All of this Aaron Rodgers pseudoscience stuff is ridiculous.
You know what it makes me feel is
Before you rag on this, I will tell you that the executive producer
is
Gotham Chopra.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's right up his alley.
Listen, Gotham's not going to turn anyone. I mean, it's not a bad idea for a movie.
I was gonna say I want to watch it for sure.
Are you gonna watch it?
100%. Don't you
Oh.
want to watch it? I mean, I want to know like this.
I really don't want to.
I would like hate watch it. I mean, like
that's kind of how I feel. Like I just feel like he's a
it's also
fascinating person.
It's a timing issue. So, like, I think before this
Premieres
season,
on December 17th, by the way.
Yeah, before this season, I might have been interested. He was coming off the Achilles.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah, you're
didn't
right.
want to I felt bad for him with the Achilles. That sucked. And I would give him the benefit of the doubt because I have respect for him as a player
Right.
and what he's done in this league. But this year he's just sucked and he's been insufferable. And so it's like,
Well, I mean, it kind of makes it a little bit. I know they won't get to it in the first season, but knowing that
Is there a season 2?
No, I mean, I guess what I'm
Oh,
trying to
God,
say
there
is
can't be a season 2.
You're probably right. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, with how everything has turned out, I'm sure they've had to make some changes to how it went along the way, knowing that, the season is what it is. So I'm sure that they had to make some adjustments on the fly to make it a little bit more apropos for today.
Now, do you think they were able to get a camera into the darkness retreat?
No.
Okay.
Oh, God,
do
you
you
can pull that
think you were
Probably like have a camera on the outside of it,
Do you
but
think
not
you'll
on the
be
inside.
able to see him throw up from the ayahuasca?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, probably. They show that on that pharmacopoeia show all the time.
Yeah. I do not want, and I'm generally pretty adventurous.
Yeah.
I don't want to take something that makes me throw up.
No, thanks.
I'm out on that.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't dislike. Gotham is a friend of mine, so I don't dislike anything he does, but there are things that I'm excited for him to do and watch, and there are things I'm not excited for.
Right.
It's okay. It's like if you told me that Clipped is just your 1B show of the year, we can still be friends. Okay.
Yeah.
But
it's not as good.
Not
friend.
quite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a little knock.
You're not tight. Not tight.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
You
know what I think about? You know what I think about Clipped, Momo?
What's that? Heart. Yeah.
God,
I love it. Like I said, it's my 1B only because I need like a thriller. It was
I get it.
The only reason it puts it in the B is because I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, I know. You
That's
do know
all.
that. And also, the truth is, like, people have their own tastes in shows. So it's a matter of, like, what kind of show would you normally watch? Like, I don't like your zombie shows. I'm not into The Last of Us because I don't like
Last
scary
of Us
things.
is not about. None of those zombie shows are
There were zombies.
They're about the people.
I know, but I don't like anything
They're
that
not
has
about
zombies.
the zombies, and they have the coolest
Except
zombies
for Game of
because
Thrones,
they've got those brain heads that are really scary.
Listen,
all things like this make me out.
I only got like into 2 episodes, and I was like, "This is really slow, slow going."
Last of Us, yeah.
So missing.
But I also like political thrillers. I like spy thrillers. So it's not like I'm afraid of a thrill.
Right.
I don't like scariness, and I don't
Political
like
thrillers.
Yeah, I like political. Thrillers.
You know what I think that you guys probably both like it as much as me. The movie The Firm.
Oh yeah,
I
that
like
is
The
one of
Firm.
my favorite movies ever.
I remember reading the book of The Firm.
Oh,
yeah.
I did
remember
not.
the book was like a gigantic
It was.
bestseller.
That's when people read books.
Do you guys like The Talented Mr. Ripley?
Yes.
That's like top 3 for me.
The
Top
Talented
3.
Mr.
Yeah.
Ripley.
Great movie.
By the way, the most recent version,
Terrible.
Ripley. What is wrong with you? It was fantastic.
Is that the black and white one?
I thought,
Yeah,
I
the
thought
black-
I didn't watch it,
they
but
took some weird liberties, and I did not like the casting. That's
Oh
all.
my! Oh, Andrew Scott was fantastic in that.
He was good, but everyone else was just kind of like, I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman, you can't top him. So
Well,
Yeah, it's tough.
to put a bow on the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it always comes down like there's people who are famous, and usually you have the fame cycle is like people love you, then they kind of fall out of love with you, and you either recover from whatever it is that caused the people to dislike you, and then you have a redemption story, or
Right.
they just want you to go away.
Or they continue to do the same thing. There is no redemption.
There is no redemption,
Yeah.
and then people just want you to go away. I think he's on that side of it.
I think people like to see you fall, though. For as
They-
much as they want to
yeah,
build
but
you
that
up,
was
they
like
like to see you fall.
Yeah, that's part of the fame cycle. But then they also like the redemption. But he has
He's
not redeemed
redeeming.
him. Yeah,
He's got more.
He could have if he was good in New York and if he kind of changed.
You cannot be redeemed when you live between two worlds. All right. Coming up next, going to do some What's Up, Fool? Lindsay's got stuff for us. I don't know. Jorge, do you have anything for us?
I wasn't told, but
okay.
so,
Yeah,
no.
He'll make it happen.
Yeah,
Sure.
we'll get
Yeah.
to it.
All right, we will do that coming up next. And then I think Ireland's going to connect with us sometime next hour, too. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Jacob and Rani. So who's ready for the weekend? Let's go. Probably got big plans. And you start driving over to meet your buddies or to watch some football or drive out to the desert or down to San Diego, and bam, another car hits you. You get angry, frustrated, you ache a little bit. What should you do? You got to call my friend Jacob. Put this number in your phone, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Nobody plans on being in an accident, but when it happens, you want to immediately call Jacob. He and his team are available 24/7, so no matter what time of day or night, you can call Jacob from the scene. He and his team are going to walk you through the process. For example, taking photos of not just your car, but the other car, getting witness phone numbers, so many other tips that can strengthen your case and ultimately get you the compensation that you deserve. So before heading out this weekend, put Jacob's number in your phone, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Rani. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Remember, he's the real deal. Legal partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC. You can follow him on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. And when you call him, make sure you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 ESPN sent you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
You got one shot.
Too much pressure on me now. You're going to watch
one shot you got, take a chance to throw.
Oral Hershiser just dropped some M&M lyrics.
He did.
Yeah, just so we're all on the same page there, that actually happened. So,
one shot you got, take a chance to blow its opportunity. Whoa, it's once in a lifetime. Do it up. Okay, let's go.
It's Trav and D-Farr.
Back Monday morning after Greeny on LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here. If you're looking to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage. They'll make you a cash offer, no need for repairs. They buy as is. With Seller's Advantage, there are no agents. They can close in days, and they buy with cash. They'll even offer a $10,000 advance to help with moving and other expenses. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, and visit sellersadvantage.com. Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. This season, keep your holiday gifts a surprise when you choose to pick up from Amazon Locker or Counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
It's a key ingredient called Tesnor. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. Total T is backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text LION to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text LION to 321321. That's LION to 321321.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
All right, it is What's Up Full Time. Linz, what do you got?
All right. Jorge's going to start.
All right, so I'll start off. All right, so we all know it's the sauciest time of the year, right?
Yes.
The McRib is back, baby.
Oh, I knew you were going to come with this one. I thought for sure Jorge had a McRib in there.
Absolutely awful.
And I'm excited because now they're selling the sauce by the jug. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Look at this. They have the big jug like you get the syrup.
What is that, like Costco? What
it's
the
just
hell?
the McRib sauce, man.
That's gigantic.
Yeah,
Who needs that much McRib sauce?
Jorge does?
I do.
Yeah.
So... Are you guys like me? Like, do you guys have a specific brand of stuff that you guys buy? For instance, if you buy soda, you only buy Coke. If you buy mayonnaise, you only buy Best Foods. Do you guys stick to that, or do you guys buy generic stuff as well?
There are certain things I'm extremely brand loyal with.
Yeah.
Like one, and everybody makes fun of me for some reason, is Aquafresh toothpaste.
I like that.
I would never switch from Aquafresh. It's just always been there. I would, but I'm trying to think of foods.
How about like cereal? Do you always eat
Cereal. If I do eat cereal, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is by far the best breakfast cereal.
The milk at the end is the
it
best
gets
part.
so. Oh, yeah, it's so good.
Do you guys prefer a certain brand of bottled water? Because some people do.
I like that Voss water in the glass.
Oh yeah, that was
Here's the
good.
thing I believe. Water is water.
Nope.
I don't need a
Do you
special
know there
brand
are
of
water
water.
sommeliers?
Oh,
for real. They had him on Top Chef this year. Ask your friend.
Oh,
Ask Sue Kalinsky
Sue
about it.
Kalinsky, yeah.
About the water sommelier. The guy came on
It's
there and
ridiculous.
really did a water taste test.
That's awful.
And he was like, "What kind of water should I pair with this McRib?"
we did this one time where we took 3 different bottled waters, tap water.
Right. That's right.
And then
taste test.
And then a bottle filled with water out of the garden hose.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And
Garden
the
hose
idea-
water.
I actually like the garden hose.
Me too,
Probably
I
the
like it too,
best.
yeah.
Garden hose water is
good.
delicious.
Yeah.
We should start bottling that.
That's probably got a lot of lead in it.
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
Probably.
Okay. I am not ashamed to admit this, Jorge. I am the demo of all of the people who will go to like an Erewhon or a Whole Foods and be swayed by a fancy packaging or some words that sound exciting. And
Why don't you just set the money on fire?
it's
You're going to
ridiculous.
Erewhon.
It is absolute. No, I don't go there because I'm not allowed to go there because I'll buy stuff
So
for way too much money.
So
and
how do
I'm-
you get stuff from Erewhon?
I don't. If I only went there when I had COVID that one time. I didn't go there, but I ordered from there.
Right.
And like, because it was the closest market, and I decided, I have COVID, I have to eat really healthy, and then I ordered like some Instacart from there, and it was like, did I just spend $60 on some chicken like from a supermarket?
Right,
like
it's
what
ridiculous.
happened here? But anyway, I love fancy packaging. I love small batch. Whatever you say,
it's so
like
snooty.
I love. It's ridiculous. It's so embarrassing, and I am admitting it here and now.
There's certain things you cannot get, like the off-brand.
Generic,
Yeah, like ketchup. You cannot get.
I agree.
In my opinion, it's Heinz
Yes.
ketchup or nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the only ketchup I'll eat.
Yeah, I try to sometimes get the lower
No,
sugar. No, it's not as good.
It's not.
Okay.
Even Heinz makes low sugar.
Yeah, not as good.
Nobody believes this when I say it, but here's my ultimate brand loyalty: Ready Whip. I am telling you,
Yeah.
I've got no less than 5 cans of Ready Whip in my
I was just going to
fridge
ask,
right
do you
now.
really eat Ready Whip that often?
I have a small dessert every night, and the only treat I really allow myself is a bunch of Ready Whip. It's delicious.
Do you make homemade pup cups?
Yes. The dogs love Ready Whip.
They do. It's so funny to watch them lick it off their nose.
Oh, yeah. It's great. But Ready Whip is
I'm
fantastic.
fairly loyal to Best Foods mayonnaise. Fairly
me too.
loyal there.
Yeah, same here.
The other stuff doesn't taste as good.
And by the way, the McRib sandwiches, oh my God, they are so disgusting
They're so
if you
good.
watch how they make them. It's like this congealed pork squeezed into
The
a
same
mold.
thing with the nuggets. What is the difference
and
with that
then
and the nuggets?
dunked in this
So
weird
gross.
sauce.
Look,
Pretend
it's
to.
only here for like a month or so I enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't wait
I'm
till
getting
it's
one
gone.
after the show, by the way.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. What's up, fool?
All right, so this comes from my favorite Reddit page, Am I the A-hole?
Yes.
I know you love that.
A 27-year-old woman wrote, quote, I recently won $50,000 from a scratch-off lottery ticket. It's the first time I've ever won anything big. Then this woman went on to say that she told her boyfriend of 2 years. He was excited at first, but then he started joking about how he'd spend it. And then she goes on to say, quote, when I told him I planned to save most of it for myself, maybe invest it or use it to pay off some of my student loans, he got upset and said I was being selfish. He said couples share everything and that it was our win, not just mine, because he supported me through a lot. Is she the a-hole for not wanting to share her lottery winnings with her boyfriend?
Not at all.
It's just her boyfriend, right?
Yes, they do not live together either.
Yeah, no, you don't share
2
it
years,
with your boyfriend.
been together 2 years, pretty
He's
serious.
the a-hole for thinking he gets any of it.
Yeah, you get that dough. I mean, if they
Yeah.
were married, that would be another thing.
Yeah, put a ring on it, bro.
Yeah, but I
Like
mean,
50 grand?
50
Yeah.
grand?
So, okay, just.
I'd be like, give me like $5,000, you know?
no, just go to
No,
the guy and be like, hey,
maybe we can go to dinner.
yeah.
I'll buy.
Hey, honey, I hit the lotto. How much you win? 1,000. Oh, here's 200 for you. That's
Yeah,
it.
you're right.
That's
You're
it.
right.
but you're
Keep
married.
The rest. No, but they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, he's saying he'd lie
Yeah,
since
you
they're
lie.
not
Just be like,
married.
"Hey, I didn't win. You don't tell him you won 50,000. Tell him, hey, I won $1,000. Here,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna give you
no,
200
all
bucks."
great relationships are built on lies. Yes.
That was great.
Yeah.
All right, next one. So,
Yes.
Mace, we talked about this in our
710.
prep meeting.
Yes.
So I'm going to steal this for you because I talked about this a little bit on our show yesterday and
Cool.
said I don't cap. So BYU quarterback Jake Retzlaff has a new NIL deal. Known
I know about
as
this.
the BY Jew, who is
Yep.
very proud of his Jewish heritage, Retzlaff has partnered with
Manischewitz.
Manischewitz, the
Yeah.
premier provider of kosher food in the U.S.
How'd you
Okay,
pronounce
you
it
speak-
yesterday, Linz?
I said Manoshevitz.
Manoshevitz, yes.
Yeah.
I said I didn't realize that the emphasis would be on the Chev.
So you want to talk about brand loyalty? I am loyal to my Manischewitz.
Oh, okay.
That's the only wine that we drink at the Passover Seder.
So they make, for those of you who are not Jewish, and I did not know this, they make the sweet wine found at most Jewish celebrations and matzah.
And gefilte fish.
And he's specifically, because it's BYU, not endorsing the wine.
Right.
But is endorsing
The matzah.
The matzah.
So this is a very fitting NIL deal for him. So I want to ask you guys, what would be a good NIL deal for you based on your heritage?
So I'm going to go to the Polish side of the family.
there you go.
And say pierogies, which I
Okay.
think are absolutely
Love
delicious.
pierogies.
Oh, they're so
You ever
good.
had Rigo's homemade pierogies?
Yes,
Probably not.
I have,
Really?
yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
they're so good.
good.
You guys really do have a lot in common.
Yeah, my friend's dad owns Rigo's, and he used to bring home the
Really?
homemade pierogies all the time. Oh my God, it was amazing.
I like the potato pierogies.
Yeah.
Delicious.
They have potato ones, but they have different flavors. Like they got
Yeah.
little chives in them, and like some sour cream or
Little
cheese.
sour cream.
You know, different
exactly.
flavors.
Exactly.
I think I'd be good for Manischewitz too.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually use a lot of I'm like very loyal to that brand. Like it has been a staple of my family's Seders and Hanukkah things for a long time.
By the way, a lot.
Yeah.
Just about everybody's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Jew brand, like this is what we use, like
Mm-hmm.
all the Jew, like this is the thing. Every Jew buys Manischewitz. I
Yes.
don't know any other ones.
Yeah.
That's the one.
It's one of the most one of the most perfect NIL deals I
It's
have
great.
heard. Yeah.
And I think like gefilte fish, the wine, the matzah, the latke mix, all the stuff we do.
Is it like Chevetta? Is that the same thing? Chicken and Chevettas? It's like
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a brand of it's kind of like Italian dressing, I guess, but it's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like a
thing.
seasoning, a marinade.
Okay.
And you put your chicken in, you put it in the crock pot. Chicken and Chevettas.
I like a good meatball sandwich, and I think that would go well with Momo.
Yeah. Okay.
I
good.
could be a meatball sandwich.
Jorge, what about yours?
Talking about masa, how about some tamales?
All right.
Tamales,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Let's do
good.
What's the masa brand?
I don't know.
There's no brand?
There's no brand. It's just
Yeah.
whatever that market makes,
Yeah. Yeah.
Northgate in this case.
Yeah, Northgate
Northgate.
Market,
Okay.
right?
They make
Does
it
great
Yeah, exactly.
tamales.
Yeah.
Do I got one more?
Yeah,
Do I
one
have
more.
one more? Okay. All right. So, Body Count appeared on Wednesday's episode of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. The band performed their version of Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb, featuring updated lyrics from frontman Ice-T. So they actually asked Pink Floyd and David Gilmour if we want to do this song, we want to make a record with it, and they gave him permission, and I guess David Gilmour was very happy with the way that he kind of reinvented the song.
Okay.
But it's not something you'd normally think Body Count doing Pink Floyd.
I didn't know that was a band, so when you first said that, I
It's
was a little
I
Ice-T.
also
off. Yeah.
thought it was the body count that I was thinking.
Yeah, I
of.
was like, I don't know what she's talking. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
It's Ice-T's band, his,
Yeah. Yeah.
his
Okay.
group.
Got it.
So I was going to ask you guys, since it's kind of like a unique crossover of a unique cover, I guess you call it.
Yeah.
If you could have any band cover any song, what would it be?
Any band cover any song.
Ooh.
I would like to hear U2
Okay.
cover the Christmas song.
All right. I like
Oh, that'd
that.
be good. I wonder if they have. Maybe they have.
Yeah, maybe they
Okay.
have.
All right, I got one. I want Adele
Oh.
to cover Aretha Franklin, "Natural Woman."
Oh, that'd be good.
Oh,
that'd
that
be
is
good. I
good.
wonder if she's ever sang that, live or
I
anything.
think she'd be good.
She'd be amazing
Like
at it. Everything
to
she
me,
sings.
"Natural Woman." It could be "Natural Woman." I was gonna say "Respect," but that's a little up tempo.
Yeah.
So
She's better with
I think
the...
"Natural Woman's" got to be right in there.
Yeah.
I was telling Mace about my favorite cover ever today.
Okay.
It's T-Pain did Tennessee Whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God,
Love
it's
that song.
gives me goosebumps. That's my favorite. I can't think of another one.
Yeah,
that
I've
I
never
want.
heard the T-Pain
It's
version,
so good.
but
Listen
obviously
to
the
it.
Chris Stapleton version is
Seriously.
fantastic.
Listen to it.
Jorge?
Jingle Bell Rock by the Bruno Mars and that whole band.
Oh, that's
All
cool.
right.
Yeah.
Or if not, the
Yeah.
where's Santa Claus? ¿Dónde está Santa Claus?
Yeah,
By those
I'll
guys.
give you those, yeah.
By the way, I saw Bruno Mars this year, and he's got. If you're playing an instrument
Yeah.
with Bruno Mars, and there are a lot of instruments on
Yeah.
stage, you have to dance holding your instrument. They
Oh.
are always swaying. Yeah,
That's not easy.
It's a big show. It's a big show.
To play music and music.
That was the first
and
night
dance.
of the Intuit Dome.
Yeah.
It's the biggest crowd they've had.
I think that
Probably.
isn't Clinton's like cousin one of the musicians for that band.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I think.
Oh,
I think
wow.
it was his sister's cousin's brother.
Oh,
Sister's
but
cousin's
friends,
brother. So they're tight.
stepsister's neighbor.
Yeah. All right, there you have it. There's your What's Up, Fool. Coming up next, a Raiders super fan has found a unique way to make some money. And one of the most famous female athletes is making a bunch of money, but it's not for doing her job. That's coming up next for you. Also, Ireland will check in as the Lakers get ready to take on Atlanta, where they've got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of Laker
Always packing
fans in Atlanta. The Hawks have won 5 in a row, including beating Cleveland twice and also beating Milwaukee. So they're on a pretty good roll. And the Lakers are coming off that 41-point loss to Miami. Doesn't even sound good. It doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth. 41-point loss to Miami. They're going to try to bounce back from that. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Party and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rodgers and Kirk Morrison Sunday, December 8th for their live Rams postgame show from the lobby at Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes and party with Travis, Kirk, and ESPN LA fans. Hollywood Park Casino is Los Angeles' premier card room casino and entertainment destination. Enjoy a postgame meal and drink at Century Bar and Grill right after the game. Party and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game. Must be 21 and older.
Insurance claim. Those two words used to instantly manifest a pit in my stomach. In fact, I get flashbacks of being lowballed and made to feel like a criminal. And of course, just being ignored. No insurance company is in a rush to fairly compensate clients, even though they unabashedly take our money every year. All of that's behind me now, and I'm never going back thanks to Avner Gatt. Dealing with insurance companies is all they do. Avner Gatt has one of the largest teams of professional licensed public insurance adjusters in California, and many of these people used to work for insurance companies. The team at Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle your claim. You also have some Avner Gatt adjusters with experience in handling hazardous materials, where asbestos and lead testing was their profession. Some of them used to work at law firms handling bad faith claims. Trust me, they know how to deal with any insurance claim dispute. Avner Gatt covers all of Southern California with a real passion for helping people, which becomes all the more obvious when you realize Avner and his family are still the ones answering the phones. So whatever unfortunate occurrence led you to the insurance claim and subsequent abusive relationship, being lowballed, ignored, judged, know that Avner has your back. And if somehow I still haven't convinced you, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Call today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256 and online at avnergatt.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football. 710 ESPN.
Mamacita,
Hey, they're playing your song, Momo.
This is the Beto song that's now become the Momo song.
Oh, it's the Ramona song. She took over.
Yeah?
It's yours all day.
I can't play it enough.
Of course, it's a
When it
fantastic
comes
song.
to Christmas time, that's all I
from
want to hear.
1950s.
So, Beto.
What's up?
What's the latest on Soto? What are you hearing? What's the word? What's the word on the street?
Some team on the East Coast.
Yeah.
It's going to get really, really expensive. And I know the manager for the Mets, his kid supposedly said something like, "Don't you know who I am?" They don't know if it's real or not.
They don't know if it's really Carlos Mendoza's kid.
And it's also
better not be. Can you imagine?
No, it's also this. Well, the kid actually, they're like teenagers. They work out with the players sometimes. But it's also this. We know this, Mace.
Yeah.
When you're giving that much money, the manager's really not involved.
No.
Right. Right.
You're right.
It is way up
Yes.
there. It's Cohen and the GM, and it's you're going to take your marching orders.
I
from
have
wherever
one
it is.
question.
Yeah.
Does he want the most money or does he want the best fit?
He wants to be loved.
He wants to
Show
be
me
loved.
you love me.
Oh, and that's with money.
It is with
no,
money.
it is with money. But what's 5-10 million between friends? You know?
Yeah.
What's the difference? You know? Okay, I'm going to be the highest paid player. I'm going to beat Otani's record of his stat.
Does he
contract.
really think you should get more than Otani?
I don't know.
Well,
one
his
should get more than
daily
Ohtani.
or his yearly annual average is not going to
Here's
be
the thing,
as high
though.
as Otani's.
Remember, he's represented by Scott Boras.
Yeah.
And Boras wants to set the market for future contracts, not
Yeah.
just this year, for future contracts coming up. So, hey, we got him, say, $700 million. The next big superstar, he's going to be above that.
701.
701, 715. So the Dodgers are not really involved.
Yeah.
They were involved. They presented a couple times, just like everybody.
Yeah.
Every team gave 2 presentations, is what I was told.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, we love it. And the Dodgers really blew them away, what I was told.
Yep.
Because of what they offer.
Yeah.
But the money is just getting ridiculous because the Dodgers, for them, be a luxury, not a necessity.
Yeah.
And I think, by the way,
It's kind of weird.
Teoscar Hernandez will wind up back with the Dodgers.
Why?
Why? Because they're going to pay him.
Okay.
If they got Soto money, they got to have Teo money.
Okay, what about the teams that don't get Soto and still have that money?
Well, don't I see in that particular case, the Dodgers are going to be shy on outfielders. They need a power corner outfielder.
Also, Teo is going to be what? How old?
34.
Yep. Last contract.
Yeah.
Right. So he's
3 years.
Okay. Biggest money.
3 years.
Your last contract.
3 years, 90.
Okay. And if the Dodgers go 3 years, 80, where's he going to go? Boston, right?
Yeah.
The Mets, right?
Right.
If you lose out on Soto, there's 2 other teams that have a bunch of money to give.
And I'm trying to think what other corner outfielders are.
Well, the
Cody
Red Sox.
Bellinger
It's
is
the
out
Red
there.
Sox, Mets, Yankees for Soto, right?
Yeah.
Blue Jays. The thing with Blue Jays is that Vladimir Guerrero is not locked up there.
Yeah.
So if you're Soto, I'll come. I love Vladdy. We're homies. We're great friends. But he can walk, and then
Yeah.
I'm here by myself in Canada?
Yeah, no thanks.
And Drake's going to sue me? No,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
All right, let's bring into the mix right now, live from Atlanta, the John Ireland. What's up, Ireland?
What is going on, people? You've already blown the Teo signing, Mace? I thought that was a done deal.
Beto blew it. I thought it was done.
The what?
Jeez,
The
Beto,
Teo
you're a
signing.
wet blanket.
Well, if it was done, they would have signed it. It's just.
Well, I think they're waiting
That's
for
actually
Soto.
a fair point.
Yeah, it's for Soto to be.
He's the first domino.
Yeah, and then the 2 teams that don't get him. Let's just assume he goes to the Yankees, John. That means
Okay.
the Red Sox and the Mets have money and they need him.
Right.
And so you think the Mets and the Red Sox would give Teo an offer he couldn't refuse kind of thing?
Because he's going to be 39 by the time this contract is up. Say it's a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
It's his last big deal he's going to sign.
Right.
Is he going to leave money on the table?
Well, does he want to be in
I
the
wouldn't.
playoffs every year?
But I wouldn't leave money on the table.
No.
Regardless of
I don't.
whether I
Your
go to the playoffs
it's his
every year.
last
Wait,
contract.
hang on a second, John. You really – so you would take the last dollar from a team that isn't necessarily competitive?
No,
If
those
it's my
things are gonna be-
last contract, yes.
I would want to win, and
He
I
won
know
last year.
I'll give you a
you can
prove
go to the
Beto's point.
Dodgers to the playoffs every single year as a
And
Dodger.
the Mets are going to compete for you. They're
Yeah,
going to be in the
we'll
playoffs.
see.
Mace, I guarantee you most players don't think like you do.
You really think so?
I know so.
I mean, I think
Why,
there's a
why
difference
is
between
Shohei deferred so much money? It's
'Cause
to
he's
make
not most
room
players.
for the
Yeah.
Dodgers to add
He's
to
an
their
economy. He's different.
Yeah.
Right. He's a one-man
Yeah.
team.
And
Look at
also-
Tom Brady. All those years, took less. It was
not
because
Tom
he
Brady.
wanted.
No.
Well, I mean,
Sam-
it's true.
Sam
Tom
Darnold
Brady,
taking every
Tom
dollar.
Brady wanted to win, so he was willing to take less so that they
Until
could
he
build a
left
better
for Tampa.
roster
Yeah.
around him.
And Teo won
until
last
he
year.
left for Tampa on his last contract.
Yeah, I don't know. If it was me, it would not be the last dollar. That would not be the end. Like Toronto's. Let me ask you this, John. Toronto's going to make the biggest offer for Juan Soto. Should he go to Toronto? Last dollar.
How? When we say last dollar, what's the difference between the Toronto offer and the Mets offer?
Let's just say $10 million, John.
That's
Then
probably a lot
he's
more
going
than
to
that.
the Mets.
Yeah.
If it's only $10 million, he's
Well,
going.
wait,
to
you
the Mets.
Let's say it's
just
50 million.
disputed what you said a minute ago. You said players
Right.
will always opt for the last dollar, and now you're describing a
In their
situation.
last contracts.
in their last contract. Soto's 26.
Yeah.
Depends on how much dollar it is.
Well, it's a 12-year contract. It is your last
No,
contract.
we're talking about Teo Oscar.
Well, wait a minute. I thought we were talking about Soto.
Well, I think there's a difference. Soto's 26,
Right.
and Teo is 34.
Right, and Teo's looking at a 3-year contract, and Juan Soto's looking at a 12-year contract.
Okay, so let's do Soto first because you want to talk about Soto.
Yeah.
Soto's going to get roughly $700 million over the length of the deal, right?
Yes, correct.
So if it's between $700 million and $690 $90 million, I can live with taking $10 million less.
So you don't take the last dollar.
What about 650?
Not if it's $700 million, but if it's 650,
Right.
Michael, I think I would go to Toronto.
I still think the 650 in a better situation.
I
But
would
what about,
too.
I
what
would
about
too.
Teoscar? Teoscar
Last
it's
contract.
His, it's his very last contract.
Yeah, right. So what are they offering him? About.
But what do you think? He'll probably get about 25.
Somewhere around there.
And
Mason
what will the
thinks
Dodgers
more.
offer?
I
Like
think 3
18?
years.
So if the
3
Red
years,
Sox-
90.
If the Red Sox offer him 3 years 90,
Right.
and the Dodgers offer him 3 years 75, what do you do? Last contract.
$15 million difference.
Last contract, Michael.
I'd stay with the Dodgers.
I'd stay with the
I
Dodgers.
would too.
I would go.
Still a lot of money, man.
$15 million
You gotta make that
I'm
work.
gone. It's the
And he's
last
probably
contract.
made $50 million already in his career, right?
No, he
hasn't. This is
He
his
bet on
biggest
himself this year.
But I mean, overall in his career, how much has he made?
Not
you
much,
think?
Michael.
Probably 20.
That's
think,
it?
Beto?
Yeah, because he was
Maybe
in Toronto.
20 total?
Yeah.
He was in Toronto, which wasn't good. He was in Seattle for 1 year. So this is his last big opportunity. Also, Michael, remember this one. For Teoscar, he has an agent who doesn't have many clients.
Yeah.
And that agent, Ruben, is going to go and get as much as he can.
Oh yeah, he's the guy who
Yeah.
took the short-term deal to
Yeah.
set up the long-term
And he's
deal.
been popping off on Twitter, too.
So
if Trace was in this situation, if he was fortunate to be in this situation, he said, Dad, what should I do, 90 in Boston or 75 with the Dodgers and stay where I want? I'd tell him to stay where you want.
Okay, Michael. There's one very big difference between Trace and Teoscar. Trace is your son,
Right.
right? Like he grew up.
Oh, he grew up in that. Yeah,
in
sure.
the professional environment. He grew up.
He
you
could
know,
take a little less.
He's always had money.
Trace doesn't have to. But he doesn't have to provide for friends and family. And the,
Oh, wait a minute.
the agent-
$75 million, $40 million after taxes
Yeah.
still takes care of your family. How high are these people living?
Okay, Michael, how much?
My goodness.
Ego, though,
Michael,
Michael.
how
I want
much
to be
do
the highest
people-
paid.
How much did the fact that Clay doesn't have to pay state taxes? How much did that have to do with why he picked Dallas?
Nothing. He just wanted to go play
He just
with Kyrie
yeah.
and Luka.
Yeah.
All right,
'Cause
so
he's won so much.
the no
About money.
And he
the
has
no
a lot of money
state
already.
tax
No,
thing doesn't mean
didn't
anything.
factor in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Lakers
those
could
are
have
your
given
kids.
him more money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Michael's kids were different.
By the way, did not LeBron take less to go to Miami?
Yeah.
I mean, a
Well,
haircut.
no, about the same.
Was it about the
Not
same?
much less.
Did Dwayne
You know,
did
remember
Dwayne
when
They
he
and
all
Wade
took
get
just
less?
a little bit.
Remember what they were making in Miami?
14 million
16
each.
or 14 or 16.
Yeah, 14
right?
and
Wow.
change.
Can you believe that?
Were those max deals? Or
Yeah,
Wow.
those are great deals back then.
Wow,
Yep.
can you imagine?
That's amazing.
And now
That's
we're
like a
looking
mid-level deal now.
Yeah,
gigantic
exactly.
deals.
John,
Michael, you
your
were born
question-
at the wrong time.
Oh, don't remind me. I would be
What-
Franz Wagner right now. 5
Yep.
years, 200.
What was the first when you were the number one overall pick? What'd you make as a rookie?
I'm not gonna. Well, listen, Ramona, I feel guilty talking this way, okay? Because the money I made is still great money today
Yeah.
for
Yes.
the average
Yes.
American.
Exactly.
It's all
So
relative,
I'm not going to
We're
sit
just-
up here
we're-
and whine.
I'm
and
not
Michael,
complain.
saying you're
was,
I understand
it,
what you
was
mean.
it a seven-figure number or a six-figure
No.
number?
Yeah, it was. But in comparison to what they got,
Yeah.
let's say the first round pick this year, Cooper Flag will make $18 million his first contract.
It's what
Did
the
you
market
even make
is,
$1
though.
million?
I signed for 5 years, $1.25 million, so $250,000 a year. Now,
Wow.
Now the people who are listening to us would love to make that money
Yeah.
today,
Sure.
right?
Of course.
So I'm not saying, oh, poor woe
I
is me.
understand. Yeah.
So, but to put it in perspective, compared to what they get today, yeah, it's like per diem money.
Yeah, it is.
Ireland, Teoscar in his career has earned $54 million gross.
Oh, it's more than I thought.
See, there you go.
That's
So
more than I
Because
thought.
last year he had 23.
Yeah,
But
he
now
got a lot last year.
if they're going to give you 90, Michael?
But Beto and Ramona and Mace, we all know it ain't what you make, it's how much you save.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah, he's been good about that.
That's true. By the way, here are the
All right, have a good show. I'll
projections.
talk to you at 3, Michael.
Okay, see you, Beto.
See you,
Here
Beto.
are the projections for Teo's contract. This is a range of 4 years 80, 3 years 45,
Right,
3
right,
years
right.
72, 3 years 69, 3 years 66. So right in that range.
Your 3 years 90 was kind of right on the high water mark.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be a little higher than these folks are projecting. Michael, you going to hang out?
Depends on what you're going to talk about. Are you gonna kill my Lakers and be all negative?
Well,
Probably.
What would
do
you like them to say?
You want me to put a
positive?
positive spin on a 41-point
Thanks.
loss?
I don't even know if I could do that.
The glass is always half full, man. It's
Okay.
half
The
full.
glass
man.
is empty.
Michael, I have been filling the John Ireland role apparently the last this
Right,
week.
Momo's been the shill this week.
God,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm like the old. I think LeBron should play all 82 if he wants to play it because it's setting a tone for the team.
God.
But what he
He looked
needs
good
to
the
do is
other night.
downshift.
Yeah, he actually was our best player in Miami.
he needs to
We only
downshift
lost
and
by
load
40.
manage himself within the game. Like, hey, if you don't have it, don't take a million shots. Let Anthony Davis go cook. But if you still want to be out there for 25 minutes, okay.
But let me ask you, first of all, what's wrong with Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
I mean, is he hurt? In Sleeper
Plantar
the other night,
fasciitis,
I had him
maybe?
for a double-double. He didn't even have a single double. And he's 5 of his last 7 games under 20 points. He did take some three-point shots early. That's completely gone away. What is wrong with him?
Well, he's on the injury report every day.
Okay.
So he's nursing something.
I think it's plantar fasciitis.
Yeah,
Is that what he has?
I think
and,
so.
But the other night, I actually said in the first quarter I didn't think he looked right. And he ended up going 3 for 14.
Yeah, he definitely something's wrong because he had no energy against Bam.
And so I think the answer to your question is something. Something is wrong with him. But I think he's trying to play through it because he knows. He by the way, he came over in the same bus as we did. He's already here. He's already warming up. So I mean, that's a good sign. I'd be very surprised. I think LeBron might sit tonight.
Oh no, not in Atlanta.
Yeah, $1.
$1.
Okay.
Yeah,
they love LeBron and the Lakers here. He ain't sitting in Atlanta.
So here's the Mason plan. Ready? Doesn't
Yeah.
play tonight.
Okay.
Might not need him on Sunday against Portland.
Okay.
That's when he'll rest.
Doesn't play again until Friday.
At Minnesota, so he gets a full 8 days off.
Full 8 days off. To
John.
me, a chance to recharge would be great
I like
for
that
LeBron
plan.
right now.
Yeah.
I like that plan.
No, guys, this is L.A. This is L.A. East. He ain't sitting out of this game. This is
So-
like the number one sports travel for the Lakers here is in Atlanta.
How much do you love that Mason's plan involves not working?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, Mace values relaxation.
I DNP rest.
Right.
That's,
You know how
that's
to
my
load.
thing.
You know how to load manage, Mace. You invented it.
Yeah, I did. They're all catching up to me. All right, coming up next, guess what the #1 rated show on television was on Saturday?
Is it Bonanza?
No, I will tell you next.
Okay.
Mason in Ireland. John and Michael are in Atlanta, and Momo's here with me, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another 3. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the mark. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club.
The LA Kings. And Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike. I have teamed up with Travis and DeMarco to tell you about personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand and his all-star legal team.
We've been talking about the law office of Joseph S. Normand for months, and they've helped listeners achieve maximum compensation that they deserve in an accident.
Getting into an accident can be scary and frustrating dealing with insurance companies. Let the Normand All-Star team handle it for you. Visit normandlegal.com or 213-747-2000.
The law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000.
1877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Martin Lawrence, the Y'all Know What It Is tour. You know you gaining weight when you walk and you feel like somebody following you. This Friday night at Crypto.com Arena. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com.
In Chinatown, nothing ever changes.
I feel like I'm a background character. I think that's called being a loser.
Based on the bestseller by Charles Yu.
Police are investigating a missing woman.
Miss Wu, I'm a detective. I need your help.
Why me?
You know Chinatown better than I do.
And from visionary director Taika Waititi comes a mind-bending new series.
If you want to be a part of this, why not be the hero?
In Chinatown, Kung Fu can break on any moment.
The Hulu original series, Interior Chinatown. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
I like this one, too.
Yeah, it's a good one. Mason and Ireland show. Momo is here. Ireland and Michael
Bublé?
Thompson are in Atlanta. Is that Michael Bublé?
Yeah.
He's
Sounds
apparently very funny on The Voice. My mom
Yeah?
loves Michael Bublé and loves Snoop. Apparently, Snoop is like the big star of The Voice.
Snoop is the big star of
Everybody
everything.
loves Snoop.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You know what? Can you name one person who doesn't love Snoop?
No.
Yes, my neighbor.
Oh, your
Really?
neighbor?
Yeah, I have
What are you
one
cranking
neighbor
up the Snoop and they're upset?
I guess. I don't know. No, we were in Idaho. We had the whole neighbors in Idaho, and he's like, I don't get Snoop. That's when Snoop was at the Olympics, and he was in, like,
Oh, he was
everything.
brilliant.
So What don't you get?
And we were all, like, Lisa and I were shocked that there was actually a person alive who doesn't like Snoop.
Okay, guys, #1 rated show on Saturday was not a football game. It was not a network show.
Okay.
Is
it on a streaming service?
Yes. It's something you may have watched or at least will watch.
Michael?
I have no idea.
It's on.
I was on
Mace,
YouTube.
Yeah.
Was it the Chiefs movie?
Yes, it was. It was the
I-
Hallmark movie about the Kansas City Chiefs.
I did watch it. It is very Hallmarky. It is like, it's corny, but it actually kind of worked.
Now,
It's-
are any
it's not
Chiefs
terrible.
players in it, or how does it?
Yeah, but not big name players. No Kelsey, no Mahomes.
Andy Reid in it?
Andy Reid is in it very briefly. He walks out and goes, "Get off the field. We have to start the game."
Start the game.
So wait, give me like a rough plot or
Okay, so
description.
here's the plot of it. There is a family who met because they were two families in the 1960s that had Chiefs season tickets next to each other. And so they met, and one person from the family married another person, and now all their friends are Chiefs fans. And so the Chiefs are trying to pick a fan of the year.
Okay.
And they find out about this family that is like generations of Chief fans. Like Chief fans have married Chief fans, their kids are friends. And so this guy from the Chiefs goes to their store, which happens to be a Chiefs memorabilia store, and says, "Hey, you guys are finalists for Fans of the Year." And he falls for the daughter, who's a real hot girl. And
She doesn't like him at first, right?
Right, because
Of course not. It's a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, she gets mad at him because he didn't tell her from the beginning that he worked for the Chiefs. He kept it quiet.
Okay.
But then they work it out, and they win Fan of the Year, and they live happily ever after.
God, that's so beautiful.
And it involves a Magic Chiefs hat.
Yeah, nice.
Like a ski cap that if you wear. But you know who's in it, Mace, is and plays the grandfather is Ed Begley Jr.
Oh, I love Ed Begley Jr.
Who you and I have had on the show.
Yeah, he's a great
years
guy.
and years ago.
You know what? We got to get you guys both in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Ireland and Michael should be in it.
Yes.
I am
Michael,
so
absolutely.
jaded
Well,
and cynical.
Maybe they'll do a Lakers-themed Hallmark.
I want to be a mayor of a town. They always got a black mayor on the
They
shows.
do. That is
that true?
Totally could be a mayor.
Yeah.
Right. I want to be the mayor.
And he always and there's always a crisis he has to
Right,
solve.
exactly.
You can solve the crisis.
All right, I'm going to work on this for you.
Guys, do you know an NFL fan named the Violator?
Is he a Raider fan?
No, he's a Philly fan.
Okay.
I don't think I do.
So this guy, Jamie,
Does he dress up and everything?
silver and green on his face.
Okay.
It's almost like striped like a zebra kind of thing. So
do you want that nickname? Who are you violating?
This is just a saying. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Jamie Paglielli is his name.
That sounds like a Philly name.
He might be the most photographed man in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Uh,
More than Joel Embiid?
Every
I was gonna say, I
Sunday.
think it's Joel Embiid who goes to bars in his own uniform.
So Philly sports guy, Jamie Paglielli, has up to 5,000 pictures taken with fans
Wow.
at every game.
Good for him.
He has sold patches on his jersey
Are you
because he's in
serious?
so many pictures. He gets $2,000 a month.
Wow.
He monetized his jersey.
That's
Monetizes his jersey because he's in so many
Way
pictures.
to go, bud.
Good for him. He's got 400,000 followers on Instagram,
Yep.
TikTok, and on Twitter, and making $2,000 a month for his patches.
I bet he's making a lot more than that on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm
and
sure he
TikTok,
is.
Yeah.
Michael, this one's for you. I've got a lot of material today,
Yeah,
and
you do.
I'm going to race
Hey,
through
by
it.
the way, Mace, before you get to your next
Yes.
thing, did you know the reason that Hallmark did a Kansas City-themed movie is because Hallmark, the company, is based in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
And for this entire month, they are every weekend throwing a party with Hallmark actors and actresses, and these tickets are selling out so fast they can't keep them all. So from Thanksgiving to Christmas, every weekend they're doing a big party in Kansas City, and I'm very bitter that I did not get to go.
That is a shame.
We got to work on this. Don't you think John should be in a movie?
Absolutely.
In a Hallmark movie?
Oh, in a
Yeah,
Hallmark
for
movie?
sure.
Absolutely.
Michael,
I'm not.
too.
I would be in some edgy,
All right, I'll make
independent
it the
thing.
false.
But
No,
Ireland
Mace,
is
he'll
so
be in a
Hallmark.
we can put Mace in a Lifetime movie. See, the
Yeah.
Lifetime movie is my
Neighbor
neighbor
from hell.
killed my dog. Yeah, like
I'll be that
thing.
guy.
Yeah, there you go.
I have
Well, you
to
can't
ask,
kill
wait,
a
Ireland,
dog.
have you watched that movie Hot Frosty on Netflix? It's like
No,
a
what's it-
Hallmark movie. but,
who's in it?
I don't know
Isn't it
who's...
the one with Lindsay Lohan?
No, it's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Hot Frosty, like the premise of it, I guess, is there's a snowman that comes to life, and he's a person, and this girl falls in love with him. But when it gets warm and he sits by the fireplace, he melts. So she's got quite a dilemma.
Yeah,
By the way,
that's
hey,
tough.
Kinda like
Linz,
Frozen,
I
you know?
gotta. Lindsay loves documentaries and watches all
Yeah.
documentaries. I've got one for you, Lindsay, if you haven't seen it. It's
Okay.
fantastic. Have you seen the Yacht Rock documentary?
Oh, I'm in
yet?
the middle of it. It's a Bill Simmons documentary.
Yeah,
It is
it's on my
so
list.
good.
Oh,
The minute I saw it, I texted Morales.
Oh, yeah.
Because this was like made for him and his dad, and he said he watched it the night it came out.
That's so
But yeah, I told
funny.
him about it like 3 months ago when it was on my documentary upcoming list. I have a whole notes page.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's Mace. You're like, what, have you just started, or are you like halfway?
Yeah,
through?
no, so I always put on a documentary to knock me out at night to go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah.
So I put on the Yacht Rock doc, and I'm like, no, I can't watch this right now because I'm going to
You
stay
wanna
awake to watch it.
Right.
So I'm going to watch that whole thing when I'm
Yeah.
awake this weekend.
Yeah, you'll like
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
think I wanna
very
watch
well
Yacht
done.
Rock.
The guys from Yachtly Crew are in it a little
Yeah,
bit.
I saw them. I got to that part of it. Michael, how much do you think Caitlyn Clark makes with salary and endorsements?
Not enough. She signed one of the worst shoe deals in the history of man.
Wow.
Only $3 million a year. She should have got points, a percentage of each shoe sold, so she could make $100 million a year like LeBron and Michael Jordan do. So, but I heard she makes around $10, $12 million a year. all told.
$11.1 million a year. Now,
Yeah, she's still underpaid.
99% of what she makes is from endorsements because
Right.
the WNBA pays
Pays
her
nothing.
only $100,000 a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I think they're capped. I think the WNBA
There's
is
a rookie
capped.
cap.
And as Ramona knows, the WNBA loses money every year. Everybody's
Yes.
complaining about these girls not getting
Although
paid.
they're
And
selling
number one-
out now.
Yeah, but they still
But Mace,
lost money.
it's TV money they don't get.
And Ramona, they only work 5 months a year. Most Americans work 12 months a year and don't make $50,000, and they're
So
complaining about making
generally
$200,000 for 5 months of work. I'm tired of hearing about
By the
that
way,
stuff.
she's not complaining. I am.
Yeah.
She's
Why are you
not come
complaining?
out and said, damn, I'm not making enough money. I'm the one that's saying I can't believe she doesn't
So,
make.
Listen,
she should make
ultimately,
more.
everything is a business, right?
Right.
And sometimes when you start a business, you have to be willing to lose money for a number of years in order to turn a profit eventually, right? To build the brand,
Right.
to build the business. And the WNBA just finished its 25th season, so there's 25 years in. And I don't even know that they were profitable this
No,
year.
they've never made a profit.
Right? I think there were some franchises that have been profitable, but in general, they haven't been.
The thing that I don't get and have never understood is how they botched the Caitlyn Clark rollout.
Jealous women.
Right.
and how
and a jealous coach and Cheryl Reeve
and that idiot Cheryl Reeve in Minnesota who said she's not one of the 12 best players. We're not taking her
to Paris.
I mean, put her on the end of the bench. Your ratings would have quadrupled.
End of the bench. She's the best guard in the league. She would have started for them. Don't give me that crap.
I knew I could get Michael going with
I get
Clark
fired
story.
up when I talk about
You do
Caitlyn.
get fired up, I know.
Ramona knows they did her dirty. You just don't want to say it, Ramona, because you're afraid to make those women mad.
No, I agree with you, Michael. Like I think she should. I have written a lot of stories about USA basketball and what I believe to be prejudicial treatment of certain players, especially those that have not gone to UConn. Okay, I saw it with Nneka Ogwumike. I saw it with Candace Parker. You see it now with Caitlyn Clark. There's a UConn pipeline with USA basketball, and not just in the coaching ranks, but in the selection committee and all that stuff. Okay, it goes way
Ramona,
back.
why don't you do a follow-up on Gino Auriemma and what he said about Caitlyn and her fans? Number one, he said her fans are stupid. We don't understand how tough the WNBA is. She won't be any good. And she said, and he said about Caitlyn, she's not ready for this league. How come he's never come out and apologized for that?
He should. And I think that he has been lionized all these years, and he's an amazing coach and all that. But I think, winning tends to trump everything. And so his teams win, and he gets away with saying things like that or making the kinds of decisions. Like, I can never square how Nneka Ogwumike was not on Team USA. There's just no justification for that ever. Like, she was the MVP of the league.
Yep.
She put in her time in those developmental years, and then they didn't put her on. And they said, "Wait your turn, wait your turn." She waited her turn, and this is like a queen. She's the head of the Players Association. She could be like the commissioner of the league one day. You don't treat somebody like that.
And Michael might be right about this jealous women thing.
Of course they're jealous.
Because, all the players that roughed up Caitlyn Clark when she tried to play for no reason, it's just stupid.
I understand that a little bit more.
You were given a golden goose, and you let it walk out of the door.
I understand that a little bit more. I don't actually blame the players for that. I blame the commissioner.
Come on. How could you not blame the players for that?
I think that is a leadership problem.
No. That's the players, too. These are grown women. Take some responsibility.
But they're testing her.
Ramona, I was in the league when the league was kind of like teetering, kind of fading.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. But then all of a sudden, two guys showed up named Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. You know what? We were envious of them, but we accepted the fact that because these two guys in the league, now we're getting more attention and more money.
Yeah, Caitlyn is a rising tide that lifts all boats.
Yes, but don't you think that should be handled, like from a leadership perspective? If you had different people running the league and setting the tone and speaking out and making sure things never got to that point, I think things would have gone very differently.
I don't know, man. You ladies are different. You guys are jealous of each other when somebody comes along.
I agree with you there.
Let me ask you guys for a piece of advice, okay? The Buffalo Bills are in town this weekend to face my Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. Ooh, are you getting big money offers for your tickets?
I would never sell my tickets. I want to be there on Sunday.
Okay.
But the Bills Mafia has reached out to me.
Okay.
And I have suggested that I will jump through a table that is set on fire Bills Mafia do. Now, people are trying to talk me out of it. But, John, you know I'm game for this kind of stuff.
I do, and I would like to join the list of people that would like to talk you out of it.
Yes, please don't do this, Mace.
Because, Mace, and I love you, man, but anything athletic like this, you get hurt.
Can I just ask?
There's
nothing athletic about falling. That's all I'm going to be doing is falling.
Yeah, but you fell at the celebrity basketball game and you got hurt. You fell when you were trying to jump the bar in the studio and you got 7 screws and a plate in your foot.
So you say no on fiery table?
You tried to play softball and go hard and skinned both of your hands.
Okay.
You will. You're older now. Don't do it.
Yeah.
This reminds me. Like even Michael. I'll do anything for $100. One time, Michael was giving me $100 to run on the tarmac.
Oh yeah.
And then he talked me. He talked me out of it.
Ramona, across LAX runway.
Yeah, no.
For $1,000 he's gonna do it. Exactly. I said, that's a felony.
Okay,
I get shot.
I'm gonna make a really smart play. I think this is the winning argument.
Yeah.
Okay. You are always game, but you are putting in so much work right now. You're working out every day. I get your selfies after the show every day.
Why do you want to set yourself back with an injury?
That's actually.
I mean, you're really on it right
Mace,
now.
Mace.
Yeah.
This is what we have young guys like Parker
Yes.
and DeAndre.
Absolutely.
Parker will do that.
Parker will do that.
I understand
He's
how you're feeling.
He's attention starved.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Reese. Reese over there is like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, me.
Do it, Reese.
Do it,
Yeah.
Reese and Parker.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can set it up for them, and Parker will turn it into something that'll get him on Love Island. I mean,
That's true. That's true.
He needs publicity.
You know what?
You don't.
Listen, what have you been saying about LeBron lately?
He's you're starting to see the cracks. He's aging. You're
Sometimes
starting
you
to see
just
the
need to
cracks.
sit this one out.
You think so? Like I should do like LeBron, sit tonight out maybe. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do the Big Five picks. So Michael, you get to play along. Lindsay
right,
gets to do it. Jorge gets to do it.
I have a feeling I did really bad last week. Did you add it up last week?
I did add it up, and John Ireland, you were a sparkling 2-3.
Yeah, not great. Am I still in first place?
Let me see. You are picking at you are 56% of your picks are right.
Yeah, if I go 2-3 again, I'm not going to be.
By the
in
way,
first
I'm right
place.
there with you. 54% of my picks are right.
By the way, Mace, professional gamblers, that's what they do, about 54%. So you know what that means? We're headed to a career as a gamer in
Pro
Vegas.
gambling, exactly.
Exactly.
We'll do the Big Five picks. Then we got Game of Games coming up. Mason and Ireland. Momo's here. Both Ireland and Michael Thompson are in Atlanta, where the Lakers will tip off today at 4:30 local time and take on the Atlanta Hawks, who've won 5 in a row. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Somebody.
Let me tell you about Cosm. So you've never experienced anything like this, I promise you. I mean, it's like mind-blowing. You can get ready to experience, this is a great opportunity for you to experience the Emirates NBA Cup like never before. Now, this NBA action, when you go there, is an immersive shared reality. Like, it's above you and below you, in front of you, on the sides. You're at the game for all intents and purposes. It's a wraparound display. It's an immense 8K screen where every assist and dunk and buzzer beater comes to life. And get courtside this holiday season at Cosm Los Angeles. By the way, this is a great Christmas gift. Use our exclusive discount code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA event in December. Again, our discount code, ESPNLA, for 20% off any NBA event in December. You've heard me talk about it for weeks now. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. That's COSM, Cosm.com, and use our discount code ESPNLA. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Travis Rodgers and DeMarco Farr.
Monday morning at 9 a.m. after Greeny.
You get your heart rate back to normal?
From?
When I frightened you coming around the corner?
Oh, my God, you scared me. I told you, I have no fun with those, right?
Yeah,
I'm easily startled.
I didn't even, sneak up on you. I was right in the middle of the hallway.
Well, you startled me. I didn't see you coming. See?
I just said, I don't remember what I said, but I didn't say it weird
you didn't
or
have
creepy
to say
or
anything.
anything.
You just scared me. You were right there. Did I have the funny face?
You did the whoa.
Okay. Yeah, I jumped. I jumped. Yeah.
You did. I think it was not quite a scream, but like a shout.
Okay. That's why I don't do the haunted houses. The people
no.
that get paid to jump out and scare you.
No.
It happens at least 4 times a day. I get startled. Yes.
Like by anybody?
When I'm walking, man, the Far Side is a real thing. I'm in my own world. And when I see somebody, it's like, yes, I just jump out of my skin.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here. If you've been thinking about selling your home, the real estate market is changing. Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage is focused on the seller's needs and will make you a competitive cash offer and can close in days. No agents, no commissions. Getting your home ready to list can be expensive and complicated. You don't want a lot of people coming in and out of your house. Seller's Advantage makes the selling process easy so that the sellers walk away happy. They may even offer you a $10,000 advance to help with moving expenses. Get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747 or go to sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage. Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Matthew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Matthew brings that same style to USC fans with their first ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic cardinal and gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days in style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismatthew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and there's extensive water damage. This is when it can feel as though your relationship with your insurance has become an abusive one. They don't agree that you need a replacement arrangement, despite it being glaringly obvious. Then the insurance adjuster leaves you hanging. You feel abandoned with a home that is no longer livable, and you now have no other choice than to use the insurance contractor to make repairs, which includes their brazen attempt at lowballing the estimate. Okay, so here's what you do. You take a deep breath, then you call Avner Gatt. They're one of California's largest public adjusting firms, and trust me, size does matter in this case because Avner Gatt has experienced it all. Insurance companies can make you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope in getting your home back together. Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle these situations. Not only do they have extensive knowledge on how to handle your dilemma, but they remain passionate about helping people. It's why Avner and his family continue to take the calls themselves at Avner Gatt Inc. They cover all of Southern California, and if I haven't convinced you with all of these truth bombs thus far, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. So, whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. And you can go online to avnergatt.com.
Harry Douglas here. And if you're constantly on the go like I am, then earbuds are a priority. That's why you need Technique's new noise-canceling AZ80s. Like you, these buds work as hard as they play. You'll get Technique's legendary high-res audio, along with state-of-the-art noise cancellation, so you can stay in your zone. Visit us.techniques.com/sports for special holiday deals on the AZ80s today. That's us.technics.com/sports.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, here we go. Big Five picks brought to you by Islands. If you're craving that beach vibe, there's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. And we've got 5 games lined up here. By the way, the one time Michael played, he went 3-2. The one time Momo played, she went 4-1.
Ooh.
Wow, Ramona.
So impressive.
I'm kind of a good picker.
Get a chance to build on that. All right, let's start with the SEC championship game. Georgia plus 2.5 at Texas. Mason's going to go Texas, go Sark. What is John going to do?
What's the spread?
Georgia plus 2.5.
Okay, what's weird is that game is going on literally a stone's throw from where I'm standing.
Oh, yeah.
Right next door. Like the Texas people were starting to check into our hotel.
What's the spread again?
2.5. And it's Georgia's favorite or Texas's favorite?
Georgia, Texas is a 2.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
It's basically a Georgia home game. You know what? Give me Georgia.
Okay, Georgia it is.
That means Georgia's going to cover.
Yeah,
or win the game.
Win by a field goal.
Yeah, win by a field goal, at least. Momo.
I'm going to take Texas.
Texas.
Yeah,
all
I
right. Michael.
Georgia, they're at home.
Georgia.
Barely beat Georgia Tech last week. 8 overtimes.
They'll be pumped up for Texas.
And let's see, Lynn's.
Georgia.
Georgia. And Jorge.
All my exes live in Texas.
All right, Texas it is. All right, here we go. Number 2, Big Ten championship game. It is Penn State plus 3.5 at Oregon. John, you start this one.
Where is it?
It is in Oregon.
At Oregon.
At Oregon.
Penn State at Oregon.
They're not playing it at a neutral site?
No.
Okay, give me Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon
no way
it
they
is.
beat Oregon.
Let's see. Momo.
Oregon.
Oregon. Michael.
Yeah, Oregon. Oregon's going to blow them out.
Lynn's.
Yep, make that across the board.
Oregon.
Yeah, with the crowd.
With the crowd, and I am going to cap it off with the exact same pick. I will take Oregon. I don't think Penn State is a match for them. All right, let's go to the NFL. John, your former favorite team, the Raiders, are plus 6.5 at Tampa. They're coming off a cover against Kansas City last week. Let's start with Momo on this one.
Points again?
Raiders plus 6.5 at Tampa. It's your team.
I know. 6.5?
Yep, 6.5.
No, I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Going with the Bucks.
It's not enough points.
Michael Thompson.
Sorry.
Tampa.
Let's go to Lindsay.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. All right. Jorge.
The Buccaneers.
The Bucks.
I'm going with all
played
favorites
good last
so far.
week. Everybody thought I was crazy when I picked the Raiders last week.
I picked them last week also.
We
and
always
I'm
play good against
I'm
them.
going
No,
to
I
pick
said
the
that. Everyone
Raiders
laughed at me.
again this week, plus
You
the
are?
6.5. I am, yeah. And
Oh,
Ireland.
I want a few more
give me
points.
Tampa.
Tampa
Yeah.
it is. I had the Raiders last week, and they covered against Kansas City.
They always cover against Kansas City.
I think
That
they'll
was a
cover again.
backdoor cover.
That was a BS call at the end.
Cover's a cover.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
It's just them and the Chiefs. They're
Okay, Chargers plus 4. They're in Kansas City.
In Kansas City.
We will start with Michael Thompson here. Chargers plus 4 at Kansas City.
That means the Chiefs have to win by more than 4?
Yeah. More than 4 now.
Yeah, I'll go with Mahomes.
Oh, 4. Yeah. Going with the
Chiefs.
Okay. Let's go to Lynn's.
Chargers.
Ooh, big pick. Jorge.
I'll go with the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
What's that weather like in Kansas City?
I am going Chargers. I think they're going to win the game outright.
the Chiefs.
Ireland. Hang on. John first.
Sorry.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs. And let's see. Momo.
Chiefs.
I'm telling you, guys, Chargers are going to win that game
It's going to be
outright.
freezing in Kansas
Yeah.
City. You know, boys in the dome
Yeah.
stadiums.
Chargers are a defense-first team. Let's go to Buffalo minus 3.5 at my Los Angeles Rams. I will go first. I think the Rams are going to hang in there and maybe win the game outright. I'll take the Rams. Ireland, you picked against the Rams last week, and they ended up covering.
Yeah. I think Buffalo's on a mission. They know they can't lose, or else they give up their dream of the number 1 seed. Give me the Bills.
Momo.
Give me the Bills.
Bills. Michael.
Buffalo.
Bills. And Lynn's.
Bills.
And
3.5 is
Jorge.
not a big number.
Yeah, Buffalo.
It's not a big number.
No.
I think the Rams have a chance to win that game.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But if it was 6.5, I'd take the Rams, but not 3.5.
All right, we're super tight on time,
Okay.
so I will let you know we're going to do Game of Games in a minute. The Big 5 picks brought to you by Islands. If you're crafting perfect Islands moments, you can do it with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. We love Islands. Game of Games next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey everybody, it's Cappy. It's time to celebrate the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event, and my friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton are going to help you out. Now through January 2nd, buy or lease a new Subaru, and Subaru will donate $250 to a charity of your choice, like the Women's Club of Fullerton, or dedicated to empowering women in the community. Get in on this soon, guys. You too can be in one of these sporty, safe, high-tech Subarus and also be part of a great cause. I'm in the Outback right now, and I am loving it. Go to OceanSubaruOC.com for more information. That's Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. They make you smile at every mile.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Time out. Your body goals don't have an off season. GNC is ready to help you get a stronger start on the new year with help building more muscle and proven weight loss support. Need a boost? We're ready with GNC vitamins for your longest winter days. Want the best energy drinks? They're at GNC. Never tried creatine before? Get ready to be amazed. GNC coaches are ready to help you in stores everywhere, and you can shop our full collection of flavors and online exclusives at GNC.com. GNC, live well.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com. Call Jacob. Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle. Call Jacob. Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. We've got Ireland, Michael Thompson, Momo, Lindsay, and Jorge. It is one of my favorite games. It's called Size Matters.
Whoa.
So I will give you two choices. You tell me which one is heavier, taller, faster. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. According to Dodgers.com, who weighs more, Brewster Gratterall or Blake Snell? Brewster Gratterall or Blake Snell, who weighs more, Ireland?
Gratterall.
Gratterall. Michael Thompson.
Yeah, Gratterall's thick, man. He looks like a linebacker.
Momo.
I'm going to say Gratterall.
Gratterall. Linz.
Blake Snell.
Blake Snell. And
Might be
Jorge.
tall.
Yeah, I saw this. It's Snell.
Yeah, it's not.
It's Gratterall.
I love when he does that.
By the way, it's Gratterall
No,
by a lot.
By a
He's
lot.
listed at 265, and Snell is listed at 225.
Okay.
Yeah, Snell's
Snell's
skinny.
tall,
What's
though,
wrong with
isn't
you,
he?
Lindsay?
He's really tall.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael,
It
this,
seemed like a trick
this
question.
one's a good one for you. Which is more, the number of career home runs for Eric Karras or the number of words in the Gettysburg Address?
Oh, wow.
So homers for Karras versus words in the Gettysburg Address. Which is more?
Gettysburg's very short, so homers.
Going to take homers. Momo.
I'm going to say homers as well.
Homers. Linz.
Is that the one that starts four score and 7 years?
ago.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go Gettysburg.
Gettysburg. Jorge.
Yeah, Gettysburg Address.
Gettysburg. And Ireland.
Well, I got to go with my guy, Eric Karras.
And you're smart that you did.
Yeah.
Yes. Karras has 284 career home runs. The Gettysburg Address has 272
Wow.
words.
Close.
All right. Which is taller? The height of Kobe Bryant's statue at Star Plaza
Okay.
or a stack of $50,000 bills? So it's either $1,000 bills.
$50,000 bills.
$1 bills, yeah. $50,000 $1 bills.
$50,000 bills.
Correct,
Okay,
yeah.
that's different.
Momo, we actually start with you. Taller Kobe Bryant statue or stack of $50,000 $1 bills?
Kobe statue.
Kobe statue. Linz.
The money.
The money. Jorge.
Kobe.
Kobe. Ireland.
Money.
Money. Michael.
Kobe.
Kobe. The correct answer is money.
Really?
Yeah. Kobe statue's 19 feet and stack of dollar bills is 19.92 feet.
Wow.
So there
All
you
right,
have
so
that.
I got Ireland 3, Momo and Michael 2, Lindsay 1, and Jorge, you've been shut out.
Yeah, the Curtis.
The Curtis.
The
No,
Curtis.
it's
You're
actually
going-
the Mason. I'm
It's
the
now
last
the
one.
Mason,
Wow.
yeah. But we'd love to rename it the Jorge. Keep it
The
going.
Jorge is good. Which is faster, a giraffe at top speed or the speed of Usain Bolt in his world record in the 100
Oh,
meters?
interesting.
So a giraffe at top speed or Usain Bolt at top
Oh, this
speed?
got to be Michael first.
We'll start with Lindsay, actually, this time. Bolt or giraffe?
Bolt.
Bolt. Jorge.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. Ireland.
I'm trying to see if I've ever seen a giraffe run fast. I'll go Bolt.
Bolt. Michael.
It's not even close. Bolt's top speed was 27. The giraffe goes over 30-something miles an hour.
Okay. So which one are you
How do
going
you
with?
know that, Michael?
He knows things
I know
like
about
that.
this.
You're
Did
going
you
with
forget who
you're
you're
going
talking
with
to,
Bolt.
Lindsay?
You're going
No,
with
I'm-
Bolt, Michael.
Yes.
No,
I'm
he's
going with
he's
giraffe.
going with the giraffe.
going with the giraffe.
I am
Anthropologist.
also going with giraffe because I think they're really tall.
And they run fast.
I got you, Linz, right? The correct answer is giraffe.
Yeah.
The
A giraffe
Mason
goes
stayed.
35 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and Bolt went 23.3
Yeah.
miles per hour in this world
23?
record.
The
Yeah.
giraffe
Jorge,
is like
Jorge, did you get
27
that?
feet
I
tall.
did get that, yes.
All right, so you
Yeah.
got one. All right, so it's a three-way tie between Momo, Michael, and Ireland, and Lindsay and Jorge have one each.
All right.
Number 5. Which is longer, Godfather 2 or James Cameron's Titanic?
Oh, wow.
Godfather 2 or James Cameron's Titanic? We start with Jorge here.
I'll say Godfather 2.
Godfather 2, Ireland.
These are very close, are
Very
they
close,
not?
very close.
Yes.
God, I just remember Titanic being lasting forever. I'm going to go Godfather. I'm with Jorge.
Godfather. Michael.
Yeah, Titanic just flew by. I was having so much fun in that movie, so I'm going to go Godfather.
Godfather. Momo.
I'll also say Godfather.
Godfather. Linz.
Chance to move up, Lindsay.
I'm gonna guess Titanic.
Titanic. Sorry, it is The Godfather 2. Godfather 2 is 202 minutes long. Titanic is 195 minutes
Scorsese
long.
just always goes long.
Who's taller? Actress Reese Witherspoon or Danny DeVito?
Oh, this is good.
Reese Witherspoon.
This is good.
This is also very close.
It
Yeah,
is
it is
very
quite
sounds like a
close.
trick question.
Separated by 1 inch.
Yeah.
Let's start with Ireland here. Who's taller? Reese Witherspoon. Danny
She's
DeVito.
really short, but so is he.
Well, what kind of heels is DeVito
No,
wearing?
No,
just
well, this is
flat-footed.
your actual height. I think Reese Witherspoon is taller.
Taller. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, Reese is taller.
Reese is taller. Momo.
Huh. Okay. I, as the shortest person in this room, I am taller than Reese, and that's not saying much because I'm like 5'1.5". Okay.
Ooh, so it may be DeVito.
DeVito's a little person.
He's
What are you
not
going with,
officially a
Momo?
little
No,
person,
I'm
no.
gonna go with him. I think
You're
it's
going
him.
with DeVito?
Danny DeVito. Linz.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
I know this
And
one. It's Reese.
It's Reese.
Is it?
Apparently, Jorge did know this one. Reese Witherspoon is 5'1",
Yeah.
and Danny DeVito is 5 feet on the nose.
On the nose. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he would have lied a little bit.
No, that's the
Okay.
All right, so Ireland 5, Michael 5,
that is a lie.
Ramona 4,
Dang.
Jorge 3, and Lindsay 2. How many are left?
I've
Mace?
got 3 left.
Okay.
Lindsay, you're no Cleveland Cavaliers.
What's more, the number of interceptions for Patrick Mahomes this season or the number of interceptions for Matthew Stafford this season? Who's got more interceptions, Mahomes or Stafford? We start with Michael.
Mahomes stinks this year.
You're going Mahomes. Momo.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Lindsay.
Stafford.
Stafford. Jorge.
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Ireland.
No way you have a question where Matthew Stafford loses. I'm taking Mahomes.
Yep, you sniffed out the formula there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would not make Matthew Stafford look bad.
Did
What's the
anyone
number?
Did anyone miss it?
Mahomes has 11 and Stafford has 7.
I missed it. I guess Stafford.
Okay. All right, so Lindsay has 2. Lindsay's out. Matter of fact, Jorge's out too. There's only 2 left.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, 2 left.
No, Jorge's still in. He has 4, and Michael and I have 6. Ramona has 5.
All right,
well,
let's
Lindsay's
go.
the only one out.
Okay, number 8. What's heavier? The average Zamboni at an NHL arena or the Batmobile that was used in the Christopher Nolan movies?
Wow.
So Zamboni or Batmobile is your choice.
Okay.
Ireland, who's leading?
Me and Michael.
Okay, so Ireland, you go first.
Okay.
Zamboni or Batmobile?
Again, I'm going into the psychology here. I think you think we're all going to say Zamboni, so I'm going Batmobile.
Batmobile. Michael?
Zamboni's a heavy man, so I'm going to go Zamboni.
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 Batmobile.
Batmobile. The correct answer is Zamboni.
Yes!
Oh.
And it's not all that close. Zamboni weighs 7,000 pounds and
Yeah.
the Batmobile 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
The
All right,
last-
did you get that, Jorge?
I did not. No.
All right, so you're out. Now, here's the situation.
Okay.
Michael has 7, and Ramona and I have 6.
Yes.
So Michael has to go first. If you get this right, you win.
Right.
Okay?
This is a question that may be tailor-made for Michael Thompson. Who has a higher career three-point shooting percentage? Derek Fisher or Nick Van Exel?
Oh.
And it is close. Who's got a better three-point shooting percentage for their career, Fish or Van Exel?
Nick the Quick.
Fisher didn't shoot that many, but he was pretty accurate, so I'm going to go with Fisher.
All right, so
Fisher.
that means Ramona and I both
Yeah.
have to go Van Exel.
Nick the Quick. Let's go.
Come on,
And-
Van Exel. Do something for your country.
And the win goes to Michael Thompson.
Oh,
Nice
way to
one,
go,
Michael.
Fish was efficient.
Fish
was efficient. Get it?
There you go.
I got
Fish, 37.4%, and Van Exel, 36.4%. So there
Hey,
you have
Mace,
it.
how
There's
much
your game of
time do
games.
we have before we got to go to the hard out?
We've got 55 seconds.
All right, Jorge, did you queue up that thing?
No.
Okay. Parker, apparently, we can play it on Monday.
Yeah.
I texted it to you. Apparently, Parker got the stars of the Chiefs holiday movie at some red carpet thing to say they love Mason and I.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely play that on Monday.
It's a girl, it's an attractive girl named Hunter King and a guy named Tyler Hines.
By the way, Pepe texted me and says the role that they would put me in a Hallmark movie is janitor.
Oh, come on.
Pepe.
Come on.
I want to be the mayor.
So what would Pepe be?
A Walmart girl.
Yeah.
Pepe? I can't say it on the air.
Yeah, I can't say it. Exactly. All right, there you have it. There's your Mason and Ireland. Coming up next for you is Lakers versus Atlanta. They hit rock bottom. Let's make tonight a good night. Before I get out of here, I want to tell you about Jacob and Rani. Game of Games is brought to you by Jacob and Rani. Remember, if you're involved in any kind of accident, you want Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, or go to calljacob.com. See you on Monday, 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here. Are you going through a life change? Whether you're downsizing, inheriting a home,